based beyond the tape. Are they an athlete? Can they help us? Where can we plug and play these guys? And that's what Houston Nutt was so good at. This past staff was abysmal at it. They just, for whatever reason, they just passed over the kids in Arkansas and went looking elsewhere, where they were just another team looking for players instead of recruiting those home state players. We're talking with Brad Caldwell from the Arkansas Sports Network. I can go on and on and on about all of this, but give me your impressions of Silverfield. As far as he recruited Arkansas. He's got kids from Arkansas on his roster or had kids on his roster at Memphis. This is a guy that seems to maybe get it on day one. And, you couldn't flip Archer. He's going to go to Utah, and I think that's a great fit for him. But this feels like a guy, if there's a kid in the state of Arkansas that wants to play at Arkansas and has the talent, you're probably going to hear from him.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I think that he's already made that clear, that he's going to make it, as you said, the backbone of recruiting is going to be the in-state players. And you think about a kid like Archer that is going to go on and play somewhere else. The thing that you don't want to do as a fan, but also as a staff and even as a player, don't burn bridges. I had this conversation with T.J. Hodges' dad when we were at his commitment, and his dad comes into T.J. Hodges' commitment that he's committing to Missouri. Everybody knows he's committed to Missouri, and he comes in with an Arkansas shirt on. And, he's a fan. And I pulled his dad to the side, and I said, listen, don't burn bridges. Don't allow him to do it, which he's a great kid. He wouldn't do that, but there's so many that would. And I just said, don't do that, because that transfer portal works both ways. And he just kind of grinned and he said, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And here we are now. He's coming on. I love what Silverfield has done early. Again, the proof is going to be in the pudding. We can talk about all of this stuff in the off season. And again, we've got good feels right now from Silverfield. That's wonderful. That's great. And the thing about winning is if you win day one, you win day two, you win day three, eventually it adds up to on the field. And that's where he's going to be judged eventually.
Eventually. And that's going to be the ultimate, it is a transactional business. You're going to have to win games. But I think you're not going to undo the last decade of isolating the Arkansas State coaches in 1 year. It's not going to happen. But you go and you get one, and like I said before, it's not about Anthony Kennedy, although he's certainly what you were after. But it's about the next five guys that Central produces. That's what you want to get in there and be able to, hey, if you lose a guy on the recruiting trail, you want to be able to call these state coaches and go, if you've got a guy, I want to talk to him. And that's where I think the past administrations have sort of lost their way in Arkansas recruiting. There are a lot of good football players out there. You know it, and I know it. We see them every week. And we're going to get to the games in a little bit. We got plenty of things to talk about with the games, but this is something I think if Arkansas is going to get themselves back into not just bowl contention, but if you're talking about getting close to the playoff, you got to get these Arkansas kids because they can help you today.
Oh, sure. And there are schools that produce that type of athlete every year. Somehow we got to find a way to get the Pine Bluffs to producing the kids that they used to produce. Little Rock Central is obviously one of those schools as well. All of the central Arkansas areas, southeast Arkansas. I wonder about kids that I see like Nykel Lewis, listed at 5'9". He's 210. They say he runs a 4.4. I'm not out there with a stopwatch watching him and timing him, but, at the same time, I know that he has some good on-field speed. There are other guys. There's a guy named Joseph Ackles there.
Semifinal weekend for the 3 in the 4A. We've got 4 championship games down in Little Rock. Some really, really good football going on across the state of Arkansas. If you're looking at one of these games, and don't break it down for me, but you're looking at one of these and going, that's the game of the week. Which one are you looking at?
Now, we're including finals. We're talking about.
We're talking about all of them, all 8 games.
Well, I like Stuttgart and Elkins a lot. I know that's probably not the game that everybody would pick, but you're talking about two contrasting styles there. I'm not going to break it down. I got to stop. But
pair of one seeds.
Like those.
Yeah, pair of one seeds. That's a
two.
good one. Okay, let's start with 3A, and we'll start with the semifinals. 2 teams that you've liked all year long: Mansfield, the 1, and Salem, the 2. I looked up the analytics on this. 57% according to the Football Power Index. Salem favored to win that game. That's one of those ones. You can flip a coin in the air. Either team's it could come away with a win in this one.
I'm going to say not so fast, my friend.
Ooh, okay.
boy, you were on that show with us early in the playoffs. I
Yep.
picked Mansfield to win it all. So they were playing the best. Now, that is so hard. You're talking about splitting hairs when you're talking about these two teams and who is playing the best. But Mansfield gets a revenge game at home versus Salem in the semifinals, where last year these two met at Mansfield in the semifinals. And it's just one of those games that you feel like that the team that had the chip on their shoulder, which is Mansfield, is going to be able to come out and win. I will tell you, last year, Salem beat Rivercrest like 50-18. And I looked at the coach there at Salem, and I told him, I said, that's when we should have known that you were going to win it. Well, last week, Mansfield beat Bismarck 50-21, a Bismarck team that I felt like was unbelievably good, still feel that way. And their only two losses on the season were to Mansfield. And so with that said, I just feel like the Burton boys are so good down there. Andrew Burton, unbelievable player. He had 300 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns. He was our D3 Auto Sales MVP of the week. He's going to be squarely in the MVP conversation for us. With that said, I like Mansfield in this one, but I'm going to tell you, it's that heartburn. Man, I need a sponsorship from Tom. It's that heartburn game of the week, sponsored by Tom.
On the other side of the bracket, you get to the state semifinals. Cinderella kind of goes out the door, but the lowest seed left is Booneville. They're going to take on Fordyce. Analytics say Fordyce 58% chance to win the game. You've seen Fordyce a couple times this year. They're really, really good, but this Booneville team is sort of gelled here in the late week, and it may not be the best team, and maybe the team is playing best.
Right. So I said before the tournament that Booneville was the best 6-4 team in the state. I think they've proven to be that way. 9-4 now in the season after their 3 wins. They've done it and in the hardest ways, having to go to Rivercrest, win that game, and then having to go to Glen Rose and win that game. They didn't just win that game, they dominated. Before the season, I picked Fordyce and Booneville to be my championship game, with Fordyce winning it. Fordyce was mad at me last week, and they let me know about it. And one of the things that they were upset about is I said that Mayflower had the best defense in 3A. Now, with that said, I still believe that. But I'll tell you what, coaching makes a difference. And Tim Rogers down there, he's a ball coach. And in the first 2 plays of the game, the best defense in 3A gave up 72 yards and a touchdown, and it was because Fordyce knew what they were going to do. And I just feel like that Tim Rogers, he's got enough with this Fordyce team and experience on the sideline. I feel like it's probably going to be enough, but Booneville is playing very well.
All right, so you're setting up for a Mansfield-Fordyce 3A final.
Yes, and it will probably go the other way because I picked it.
you have that power. It's amazing we can't use these powers for good. Let's talk about 2-1 seeds, Stuttgart and Elkins. These teams have been on a collision course since the brackets came out.
Yes, they have, and Elkins has played really well since 22. They have just established themselves as one of the powers in 4A, and then not only have they done that, but then they were able to last week get a little bit of revenge after that state title game by ousting Arkadelphia out of the playoffs this season. And now they've got the tall task of going to undefeated Stuttgart. And Stuttgart has a kid named Kane Price, who's really, really good. With that said, I like Zach Watson, the coach at Elkins, is one of the top coaches in 4A for sure. I think that if you start lining up people for bigger jobs, he may be in that line at some point. He's very good. He's very good. I like the way he prepares his teams. They're very physical. They're very tough. And I feel like that Stuttgart's going to see a defense that they really haven't seen this year. The A4A, not great on defense, but offensively, unbelievable. All the top teams were. I feel like Elkins may be able to sneak this one out. Plus, they have the experience of last year going to the semifinals at Mills and being able to win. I like Elkins in this one.
A game you're going to broadcast on the Arkansas Sports Network. What time y'all start your broadcast?
We'll start with this segment at about 6:20.
There we go.
And we'll go right into the game.
Fantastic. But now you're going to see the Warren Lumberjacks, knocked off Prairie Grove last week in a thriller, 47-40, taking on a team you've liked all year long, which is the Dardanelle Sand Lizards. The analytics say 74% Dardanelle can win the football game, but Warren's always dangerous because they've always got athletes.
Yes, they do, and they're playing really well at the right time. Ironically, this is a game that happened 11 years ago to the day. These two matched up with the exact same record, and Warren was able to come off the field with a victory 17-14 in a game that was just it was wild. It was wild, and I know that the Dardanelle people remember that well. I hear about it quite a bit, actually. Here's the thing about Warren that would be scary to me if I was Dardanelle. Prairie Grove executed the game plan perfectly against Warren. They held the ball, from what I have heard, up to 35 minutes in the game. They've scored 40 points in the game and lost 47-40. 13 minutes of possession, and Warren scored 47 points. And right now, that Warren offense is playing very, very well. I like Dardanelle. I like their physicality at the point of attack. I think Creed Vega has got to be one of the top 2 or 3 players in 4A and probably overall, as far as just how they're playing this year, one of the top probably 15 or 20 in the state. I'm going to go with Dardanelle at home, but that's one of those heartburn games.
Yeah, that one's going to be that's going to be interesting because Warren, like you said, they've sort of a lot like Booneville. They're playing their best football in the last month, and I watched a good portion of that Warren Prairie Grove game, and it's as you described. I mean, Prairie Grove held the ball, they bled the clock, did everything right. Warren just got out of there with a 7-point victory. All right, let's head down to Little Rock because we've got hardware to hand out. We'll start in Class 2A, Cross County, and Danny Beal, the number 1 player in the state, Arkansas signee, going to take on EPC. This one, according to the analytics 50-50 game, this one feels like it might be the best of the championship games.
It is a good game. This is conference mates. This one is an interesting game because Cross County, in the middle of the third quarter, in their matchup, was up 16-6, and it looked like Cross County was going to move on and win this game. Cross County is very talented, coached by Van Pascal, who is one of those guys that you probably don't want to meet up with in any situation because he just seems to know what to do. And, Cross County has got some real talent. Not only do they have Danny Beal, but they got a guy named Caden Crawford who can run the football. He had 171 yards and a TD versus Desark last week. These two teams playing in the top conference in 2A. I'm going to tell you right now, I think I'm going to go with the revenge game here with Cross County. Felt like East Poinsett County's been the best team all year long, but I feel like this is one of those games, second chance to play a team, and I think they've got what it takes to win that one and win the state title.
Well, hello again, sports fans, and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by D3 Auto Sales, by Arkansas Tech University, by Tyson Foods, by Premier Facilities Group, and by Metcalf Trucking Company. Here we go, Arkansas. Are you ready? Tonight, 9-4 Booneville, ranked number 4, bringing their old school Bearcat identity. Fordyce rolls in 12-1, the number 3 steeped in Redbug tradition. Two storied programs collide, and the winner moves on to the 3A state championship. Buckle that chin strap, folks. It's time for kickoff.
All right, we're live here at Fordyce for this semifinal matchup in the 3A as the Booneville Bearcats have traveled all the way down here to Fordyce. It's going to be a great matchup. This is Duran Miller. Going to bring you play-by-play. Got Justin Smith with me doing color and actually producing, and then Coy England doing some color and doing the film work for us.
Welcome back, everybody. Gonna be a great game tonight.
We got Fordyce fixing to run out of the helmet down here on the right. Booneville's already ran out on to the field. And yes, welcome in. It's going to be a great night for football. These two teams met up last year in the, I believe that was the second round.
Yeah.
It was after Fordyce had beat Jessieville, but their quarterback broke his leg. Cadillac Williams.
Yep.
Cadillac Williams.
Ellison.
Ellison, yeah. I knew I was going to do that Auburn name at some point. But anyways, Ellison, he could not play, and they found a way to scrap and get a victory over Booneville in a close one. So I know Booneville has revenge in their minds. They're traveling down here to Fordyce. As you see Fordyce coming onto the field behind the American flag. It's going to be a great night for football. Got the LED lights like Fordyce has here, Paul Bear Bryant Stadium, so you expect nothing less. It's going to be a great matchup as we get ready for kickoff. It looks like Fordyce will be kicking it away.
I got to see both of these teams. I was here when Booneville got here. They are both locked in, ready to go.
Yeah, we were here last week. We seen Fordyce just play excellent against one of the best teams in the state in Mayflower. And, you know, that first drive of the game, it was some scripted plays. It took 3 plays to go down the field on the team that was averaging 4.4 points a game given up in Mayflower, the top defense in the state coming in. And Fordyce had a statement game and got it done. But Booneville has been rolling here as of late. They scored 40 last week against a 1 seed in Glen Rose. They scored 41 against Rivercrest the week before that. And Whitman, they put 69 on them the week before. So this Fordyce team is rolling now, 9-4. So short, kind of a sky kick, fielded by Booneville and brought up to around the 43-yard line. That's where the Bearcats will start on their own 43.
Streaming on YouTube and Facebook tonight.
Yep.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, ring that bell.
Yeah, on YouTube will be the YouTube ASN High School channel. And the other one, we've got Dardanelle Warren. We're doing a double feature tonight. Got lots of sponsors for these teams. We'll be bringing those up for you periodically out throughout the broadcast.
I'm sharing them both on both streams.
All right, here we go. We've got Booneville under center. Gonna bring them in motion on a little wingback action. They're going to give it on the dive play right between the tackles for a short gain. There's a pancake in the middle there as well. Y'all see the number on the carry? I could not ever find it there. I don't have a monitor tonight, so it's going to be a lot of fun on that part.
Yeah, I did not. I'm sorry.
I think it was 32, but I'm not 100%. I'm going to go back and see if I can find it real quick.
Gain of 2 on that one.
It was number 35 on the carry, which is Hunter Warren. This time, a little pitch on the outside. It's going to be a good gain over the 50. They're going to be shy of the first down. That was number 3 on the carry, Hayden Daniel, a sophomore. And that's going to bring up 3rd and about 2 for the Bearcats, right on the 49 of Fordyce. Field's a little bit sloppy, so we'll see if that plays an effect. A little soupy out there. Got a lot of rain this week. It was a little bit muddy in the parking lot around the stadium last week. We were down here for that game. Fordyce close to lining up all sides, but they get back. That was 2-2. And there is a breakthrough by the Fordyce line. Number 51, the first man through. Bryant Robinson, a junior for the Redbugs. He busts that one up in the backfield. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It's going to be 4th and 2, and it's decision time for Booneville.
If you're Fordyce, I'm sorry, bring the house. Let them know you're here.
They had everybody up on the line. They're doing it again, and they drew it, and that's what Booneville was trying to do. So that's a free 5, and it's going to be a first down for the Bearcats. And that's just one that Fordyce got to be disciplined right there. You know they're going to run that. I know you're wanting to get a jump, but at the same time, you got to be disciplined. So A free 5 for Booneville on a first down. They're all the way up to the 44 now with Fordyce. Booneville waiting to get the call in. Finally, Brett Nieder, the quarterback, number 10, he's got it. Looks at his wristband. Now he gets under center. You got 2 wing backs. One will come in motion. They're going to hand it to the fullback on a dive. We've seen that play 3 out of the 4 carries. He gets a little extra juice in the hole through the contact and gets all the way up to, and might have spotted him a little short, but looks like he got 7, almost 8 on the play. We'll give him 8, 2nd and 2. They finally moved it back to where I thought they were going to give him to start with, so good spot there. 2nd and 2 for the Bearcats. You got 1 wide, 2 wing backs, major tight ends in the game. They're going to give it to the dive. He's going to break off tackle. Going to lower the shoulder. He's still rumbling. That is number 35, Hunter Warren. He's got a big first down for the Booneville Bearcats.
Yeah, he does.
And he is close to the red zone. They're going to mark him just shy. It looks like about the 21-yard line, maybe the 22. We'll see the official spot.
No, they're on the 23, actually.
Yeah, and they go back another mark. So 23-yard line. Pretty good camera right there for our Coy England. You might want to back off just a hair when they get right here in front of us. But other than that, I mean, but it looked great. I'll tell you that much. So 1 wide again. That's number 7, Trenton Halpin. He's way out to the left. Here comes 3-2 in motion. Right back to Warren. He's just, they're riding him right now on this drive. He's got multiple carries. He dives up to about the 21. It'll be 2nd and 8. So Warren will be the halfback. Got 2 wingbacks again. And here comes one. They're going to fake a little sweep, and they get him to jump off sides. So that's another free 5. They'll replay 2nd down. It'll be 2nd and 3 now. The ball's up to the 16. Methodical drive here for Booneville so far. Fordyce bending, trying not to break here. See if they can get a stop, hold them to maybe a field goal, or force them to try to go for something on 4th down, see if they can hold them. Brett Nieder under center. He's got Warren behind him. This time they're going to give it on the end around to number 32, Connor Dromer, senior halfback. He's not going to get much over the left side. And he's going to be a yard short.
My goodness, that was loud.
Yeah, it is. Imagine if you were sitting beside her.
Oh.
You hear it through the mic, but. So 3rd and 1, Fordyce crowd trying to get up on their feet, get loud here. You got 2 wing backs. You got a tight end on the. You got 2 tight ends, it looks like. And they really attacked the mesh. He did fall forward. It's going to be close. Looked like he was not going to get it at first. Looks like a pretty good spot. We're going to see if they officially, they're going to say it's still short, about a football. 4th down. It's a couple times we've seen Fordyce with a big play on 3rd and short. Yeah, you got to be disciplined right here. You can't jump off sides. They're going to try a hard count more than likely before they snap it. Nieder under center. Going to give it to Warren. Warren dives forward.
Yeah, he got it.
I think he has it. Looks like he's got a full yard more than he needed. Looks like he's down to the 13-yard line. It is a 1st and 10. And they are keeping that vaunted Fordyce offense off the field. They've already taken up over 5 minutes of game time. Clock's at 6:52 and rolling.
Well, Booneville's going to have to do the rest of the game to win this one.
Nieder under center. This time they'll pitch it out on a little wing back toss. He's got some room. And there's a flag on the play. He's inside the 5. Let's see if the flag's holding or what it is.
I think it's going to be either holding or a face mask. It was pretty bang right there where the flag happened. Yeah, holding.
That's going to be a 10-yard spot foul from the hold. Replay to down. It'll still be first down.
It's going to be like 1st and 18, I think.
I'll put on the 21. And can't see the stick. Looks like they got to get to about the 4.
Yeah, it's an extra 20. I know, they got it 18.
Well, needed under center. This time, they'll fake the toss around, give it on the in around. Big hole for number 32.
It's great blocking
Connor
on the edge.
Dromer gets all the way out of bounds, close to the stick.
That was great blocking on the edge by number 7 for Booneville over there, the wide receiver.
That is Triton Halpin. He's a senior. We heard so much about these guys, this senior class here for Booneville when they were 9th graders coming up and then 10th graders, and then this was their year, and they kind of stumbled out of the gate, had a couple losses early, and then Charleston and Mansfield was able to get the wins away from them. They went 6-4 regular season, but boy, they've really turned the page since then and been playing such good football. Here's a toss over the right side. Nice job diving in by number 2 for Fordyce, Jamartez Stroud. He broke that one up in the backfield for a loss. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 3.
Scoreboard says 3rd and 2,
it's 3rd
but
and
they're
2.
off a little bit.
Well, it's our angle. The stick looks like more than 2 over there, but
Oh, it is.
I mean, I think so too. But also the stick also looks like it's at the 4 to me, but I think it's at least a 3. Kind of between them. So here we go though, 3rd and 2. Give it to Warren. Warren between the tackles. He'll fall forward. He's going to be very close. We're going to walk in right on the stick line. See the official mark. Looks like the nose of that football is on the 3.
4th and 1.
Wow, that stick must be almost at the 2.
Yeah, it's the angle is terrible for you especially.
So 4th and 1 here. Ball on the 3, and they need to get down around the 2-yard line for a first down. You got Needard under center. Warren is the halfback. They're going to give it to him right side. He's all the way into the end zone. He said, forget about the first down. Rhett Needard, touchdown, and they took off 6 minutes and 2 seconds a clock. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. They took off 7 minutes and 2 seconds a clock on the first drive of the game. And if you're a Booneville Bearcat, I don't think you can be any happier about the outcome of that drive.
No, not at all.
See what happens here on the PAT. It is going to be a PAT. It's going to have Needard as a holder. Is that 8 is the kicker? Looks like 8. Oliver Loaiza. He is a senior, and that one is up, and if it looks like it just got inside that left upright, it's good. 7-0 Booneville Bearcats. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and we'll get you some locals and some more information right after this.
Redbugs. No one does it like Chase McCollum of Shelter Insurance. A former educator in the Fordyce School District, Chase has always believed in investing in our kids on and off the field. Whether it's cheering under the Friday night lights or helping you find the right coverage, Chase is proud to stand with the Redbugs every step of the way. Chase McCollum, Shelter Insurance, proud longtime supporter of the Fordyce Redbugs. I'd like to thank our local sponsors for Fordyce. Fordyce Bank and Trust, Bank Simply, Watson's Pharmacy, Chase McCullum, Go Bugs, 870-532-2151 for all your insurance needs, and ERS Equipment, 870-352-7327.
All right, here we go. We'll get back to those in a little bit and talk about them even more. Proud sponsor, we can't do it without them. There's a little onside type kick. It's going to get all the way to the 35. It's going to be picked up by Fordyce. He's got a wall here. Can he turn the corner? He's going to eventually run out, but it's a really good return.
He's got it to 45.
By number 8. That is Xavier Jones. He was our D3 Auto Sales Player of the Game last Friday night as he had a couple interceptions in that one. So they'll start at the 45-yard line.
That was a great heads-up play by Jones to pick it up, and hey, he's fast enough. He runs with it.
The referee's talking to Cadillac Cadillac Elson about something, and now their center touches the ball. Now he sits it down on the 45-yard line. So here we go, Fordyce. Last week they ran a power I type formation, had two fullbacks kind of split in the eye.
Zoom out just touch.
And they went to the spread at times, and they're going to start out in the spread right now. 4 wide, 2x2 for Cadillac Elson.
When you throw it as well as he can, might as well throw it.
Right, Micah Gamble comes in motion on a jet sweep. They're going to hand it to Harris. Harris, not much room. Booneville swarms them down, and they'll blow the whistle dead. He's going to lose about a half a yard. They're going to mark it almost basically a full yard. Make it 2nd and 11. Well, Tyrell Harris was one that we could have given our D3 Auto Sales Player of the Game last week.
Yeah.
He was really good. They started the game off with a little swing pass, kind of a wheel route to him. And then he had a carry after that. And then they gave it to the fullback who took it to the house. And then he scored on the, I believe he caught a pass on the 2-point conversion as well. Harris did.
Yep.
So back in the pocket was Cadillac. He throws it out to the receiver, number 2, Stroud. And Stroud's going to have a positive pickup. Gets the ball to the 41. So that's a pickup of 5 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 6.
Big third down here for Fordyce.
Yeah, because you don't want to go 3 and out.
Nope.
And I think they're in 2-down territory unless they get a big loss here. But after Booneville's had the ball the whole quarter, you don't want to go 3 and out. That's always
not at all.
Not a good combination. But they got a bunch, trips to the right. Cadillac's rolling that way. He's got an open receiver. He's going to catch it. He's going to get upfield past the sticks. I believe that's the guy that returned the kick again, Xavier Jones. It is, number 8. And that's a first down for the Fordyce Redbugs.
That was a great route by Jones and a great pass by Cadillac. $300 watching on YouTube and 170 on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in with us.
Thank you. All right, Cadillac in the shotgun. It's got an empty set, 5 wide, trips to the left. We got a motion, and it's a little pop pass, and it's blown up. Booneville really good on first down so far defensively. Gets another loss. Going to make it 2nd and 11. Another 1-yard loss on first down for Fordyce. Fordyce ran the ball so well out of the I formation, a little power I top offense last week. They spread it out a few drives, but they definitely decided to go spread on this first drive, and they've gotten 1 first down. Let's see if they can make it work again. Cadillac sets his feet. Wow, what a catch. DeMartez Stroud, because that was a rocket. That was a rocket from Cadillac, and he climbed the ladder, caught that thing right in the hands, brought it down. And that, I mean, basically the same thing that happened last time. I mean, they lost 1 on first down. They went to Stroud on 2nd down. 3rd and 5, about where we're at exactly again. They went trips right and rode out to the right, and they hit Jones. So this time it looks like they're going to be 2 tailbacks in the backfield. They got Gamble a little bit behind. Let's see what they're going to run here. They're going to give it to Gamble right between the tackles. He's going to get about 3 or 4.
Oh, he got through. Wow.
No, did the ball? I think the ball came loose, or did he pop out himself?
He popped out.
Is that number 1? Yeah, it is. Wow.
I can't believe he got through there.
He looked dead to rights, and all of a sudden he's running down the field for a first down. And they are in the red zone. Oh, no, they're not. Yeah, they are. I'm looking at the wrong 10. They are around the 12-yard line, maybe the 13. 1st and 10 for the Fordyce Redbugs. What a run from Gamble.
Still don't know how he got through the line.
We're going to hand this one off to Harris. Harris got a little room on the right side. Get a little bit of high stepping going on, and then he got brought down.
Great run on first down for Harris. Be second 3 or 4.
Cool, you ain't heard much from me. What's your thoughts on the game?
Looks like we got some diversified styles here. One team wanting to go spread, the other one just running it.
Yep, that's true. So 3 wide this time, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 2 tailbacks. This is the play they ran gamble in a minute ago. This time they'll hand it to Harris. Harris got a hole right down the middle. He gets undercut. Looked like he's going to get in the end zone, but he gets undercut and brought down short of a touchdown, but he has a first down. It's first and goal. Looks like they're on about the 1-yard line. So Fordyce, 50 seconds left in the first quarter, in a really good position right here. You think it's Cadillac, Tom? Just throw it down and drive and let him go forward?
Oh, I don't know.
He's a little bit banged up. We noticed that last week. He didn't really want to cut left and right. But
no, he's still pretty injured. Like, he's having surgery in 2 weeks.
Right.
On the 17th.
But he did run on sneaks.
Yeah.
So we might see him here, and they're going to hand it off to Gamble. Gamble on the right side. He's trying to bounce it out. Can he string it out? Pulled down from behind. They're going to get the horse collar. The flag does come in. It's a touchdown other than the penalty. I'm trying to watch it back a little bit as your phone's a little behind. See if he let loose, kept pulling on it. I believe he kept pulling, and enough at least for them to call the penalty. He did come loose at the last second. They're just going to decline it. It's going to be a touchdown unless they wave it off, and it will still be a touchdown if they don't. They could tack it on after the play. They call it a face mask. I think it was a horse collar. There's your LED lights. They love to celebrate here in Fordyce. Proud of this team. Proud town. So. That's right. Paul Bear Bryant Field here.
It still amazes me. They have a pretty big town. It's surprisingly big. Lots of businesses, and they're 3A school, and Pottsville has 3 businesses and they're a 4A school.
There's the formation we saw last week, and it was some miscommunication. Is one of the fullbacks ran right into the back of Cadillac.
No good.
So it's no good, and it's 7-6 after that. Only 18 seconds left. Let's pull the locals up. I've got some things I want to say about those.
Yeah, go ahead. It's ready for you.
All right. I want to thank ERS Equipment Sales, rentals, parts, and service, everything from construction and forestry equipment, Milwaukee tools, Oregon products, hydraulic hoses, and much, much more. Proud sponsor of the Fordyce Redbugs. We also want to thank the Fordyce Bank and Trust, Bank Simply, Watson Pharmacy, and Chase McCullum over at Shelter Insurance at 870-352-2151. Proud sponsors of these Fordyce Redbugs. So thank y'all for sponsoring with us. Hey, we got a cash tag. You have that available?
Yeah, I do. And I want to thank Andrell Ellison and Roderick Rogers. They put on the fine tailgate for the game today. Some great food, and my goodness.
Last week was good, but we pulled up today, and it was packed.
There was 150, 200 people here easy.
I mean, it looked like
at 5 o'clock.
Something at War Memorial going on out here.
That was a great time.
It was like on the golf course.
Yeah, they know how to do it right here at Fordyce.
That's for sure. All right, so you got number 9 getting ready to kick. That is Trey Combs. He's going to kick it right down the middle, end over end. Now have to run up and field it at the 16. He's going to go over to the left side. Can he split the tackles? He cannot, but it's a good return. They're going to start around the 30-yard line.
12.9 seconds left in this first quarter.
Yeah, this one's moving fast, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, we haven't had an incompletion.
No.
We've only went out of bounds maybe twice.
Yep. 3 times. Booneville once and Fordyce twice. Yeah, there hadn't been much stoppages in play.
All right, so here come the Bearcats. Rhett Neidert. I heard earlier this year that he might have been a little banged up when they went through the toughest part of their schedule, but I never got confirmation on that. Let us know in the comments. So Rhett Neidert getting under center here. And I don't think that's 35 behind them in that fullback spot. It looks like they've subbed out. They're going to hand it to him. Trying to see that. No, he's going to fake it. pitched it out, actually, on the little toss, and they're going to have a first down. Trying to see the number of the running back. Is that 32? I think it is. Yeah. That's number 32, which is Connor Dromer. Dromer with a big carry on first down. And they got one more play left of the first quarter here.
I want to say about our cash tag up on the screen right now. Feel like you like what we're doing here? Buy us a cup of coffee. And if you do, if you send us some money in the four line, put your school, who you're supporting, so we can give you a proper shout out.
Right. So we got a couple streams going tonight, and that way we can shout you out here on the broadcast. All right, Nieder back under center. We got two wing backs. You got a fullback. They're going to give it to that fullback. He bounces it outside. He's hard to bring down.
My gosh.
You know, that's the backup. That's the backup, boys. How would you like that? You get a break from Hunter Warren, and then Big 42 comes in. Brody Chambers. He's just a junior. Yeah, you'll see that train comes through all the time. Seems like it always helps Fordyce out. It's a little home field advantage. That ain't right. That ain't fair for the other team, is it? Well, hey, let's take a break. We'll be back 7-6 after 1.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
All right, we're back here at Paul Bear Bryant Field, 7-6. Booneville with their second possession of the game, and they're driving. They've got a second down and about 7 after the fullback Brody Chambers, the junior, had the last carry, broke some tackles, and you know, on a cold night, you don't want to tackle guys like that usually.
Not at all.
Not a lot of fun, put it that way. You're making the lineman run play in and out. That ain't right. I think somebody subbed in wrong or something, but he's back out there. That's big 72. Sam Hicks, guard. I don't have his class. Poor center's like, let's go. My knees are getting cold in this mud. Here we go. Play clock's at 11. Nieder gets under center. Going to be a pitch. It's a good one. He's got room. Really good run here from number 32, Dromer. And he just stuck his foot in the ground and got vertical. Didn't bust it outside too far. Just got up the field, and that's what you do. Nice run, and right now, I've been up at Pangburn all week doing a basketball tournament. But Booneville is really gashing the Fordyce defense. So Nieder back under center, got two wing backs, two tight ends, one wide. They're going to hand it to number 3 on an end around. He's going to get a few yards before he's thrown back. That's Hayden Daniel, a sophomore halfback. Brings up second and about 9.5. They didn't get much at all. They got 10 on the scoreboard still. They might have got a half a football. Check after trying to get the defense to jump there. You got Hayden Daniel coming in motion as a wingback. He's a pitch man. Nieder going to keep it, and he's going to get blown up. 22 was right there, played that one really well. Tristan Winston, a sophomore for Fordyce. So that's going to bring up 3rd and long after about a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 9.
Got some score updates. Top of the screen. Well, Mansfield's up on 8-6 on Salem.
Man, it's a good game right there. You got any updates on our game over Warren Dardanelle?
Nope. Elkins Stuttgart 0-0. And there is one. I'm toward to come back around.
Going to pitch it, and Fordyce starting to
Great
play the
defense.
pitch man much better. Micah Gamble, he's got speed for days. He brings down number 32, Dromer, for a big loss, and they're going to go ahead and punt it this time after that loss. Ball is on the 37-yard line.
EPC Cross County 20-14. That's a final.
That's a final. Cross County did it. They beat EPC after they loosened to them this year.
Man.
Cross County was just playing on another level the last
They really
few
were.
weeks. So punter in right now is number 52, Cutler Haller. He's standing on the 49 of Booneville. He's going to angle it to the right side. And it's a good punt. Will it die out? He will. It just kind of got stuck in a suit down there. Looks like around the 6-7 yard line.
Bryant's up 14 nothing over Bentonville.
Maybe the 8 or 9. What was that one again?
Bryant's up 14 nothing over Bentonville. It's second quarter. Warren Dardanelle tied at 7.
Wow. I mean, we've had good games all playoffs, but I mean, you know they're all good now at this point. State championships and semifinals. Going to be very few blowouts tonight.
And that's what you want. You want the last couple games of the season just to be great, down to the wire. Last possession, who wants it more? Which I feel that's probably going to come down to it in this game.
All right, here comes Fordyce. Looks like Cadillac going to get under center. Looks like an I formation. It's a little counter off of it to the tailback. Looks like Gamble. He definitely ran like Gamble.
Yeah, he did. He nearly fell, but somehow stayed on his feet.
You know, I feel like, I mean, the sloppy field, it affects everybody, really. But if you got a lot of, like, serious speed, I feel like it kind of negates you sometimes, you know. So
It can, yeah.
I feel like Fordyce has the speed advantage in this game. But Booneville has the, you know, they've just got some guys that want to get downhill.
Well, their backup fullback runs like Mike Allstott.
Right. The backup. And the starter
backup.
was
That
awesome
boy's
on the
huge.
first drive. He's just a junior, too. Yeah. All right, so back under center is Cadillac. He's going to turn around, hand it to the tailback. That's Gamble. Gamble gets through the right side of the line. And he's not going to have much. Close to the 15-yard line.
Picked up
Going
a
to bring
yard.
up 3rd and about 5. Ball's just shy of the 15. Looks like they got to get to about the 19 for a first down, maybe the 20. Put 3rd and 4 on the board. It's 4.5, you know.
Yeah.
Long 4, short 5. Big play right here. Cadillac back under center. They're going to hand it to the running back over the left side. He's going to be bottled up for another short gain. And this deep, won't be shocked if they decide to punt here, but we'll see. 4th and about 3. Cadillac's coming off. They're going to punt. So both teams score on their first drive. Both teams punt on their second drive. Fordyce crowd getting a little antsy, saying, throw the ball. You know, they ran it 3 straight times out of the I formation. They don't like it.
This Fordyce crowd, they are loud and opinionated, and they don't care.
They're fun.
I ain't trying to.
No, I know you're not.
To denigrate them, they are. They're fun. It's
Big
been a good
there,
afternoon.
Big word there.
Oh, hush.
There's a snap. It's up and dying out a little bit. Nobody's back there but Fordyce, though. They'll let it roll as far as it will. It's going to die out at the 47. And Booneville's going to be in Fordyce territory to start the drop. So they've had pretty good field position to start this game a couple times at least, really all 3 times.
Yeah.
Had a good kick return a couple times, and now off the punt.
Sweet. Yeah, I need that for a minute.
Like you said
It's
earlier,
cold up
Coy,
here.
it's definitely a contrast in styles. Now I've seen Fordyce run some wing tee kind of
Yeah, they can do it. They're
top
good running
formations, but they've been more I formation as of late when they do get under center.
I think they got a little conservative there because it was backed up a little bit and didn't want to make a mistake early.
And there's Warren back in the game, and Fordyce does a good job on him this time. He's going to get very little, about a yard. 2nd and 9. So this I was talking about them earlier, this class that, talked about it when they were 9th graders and sophomores and juniors. Now they're finally seniors. Earlier in the year, seeing them lose their first couple games and then lose to Mansfield, they lost to Ozark and Poto, and they lost to Mansfield, and they lost to Charleston. All that promise, everybody's kind of like, well, I don't know, something happened here. There's Warren off the right side off tackle, and he is stopped very short. Another yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Got another score update. It is 14-7 Dardanelle.
Okay.
Dylan Dunlap saying, go Bugs.
Nice. But then all of a sudden, Booneville just figured something out. Since their loss to Charleston, they've won 49-0, 69-27, 41-13, and 40-14. So since that loss, they've been averaging about 50, maybe a little over 50 a game, counting that 69-pointer.
21-0, Bryant. Man.
I kind of thought Bentonville would find a way, but it looks like Bryant is just too much. We'll see. Yeah. It's early. Timeout. Was that Booneville?
Yeah.
It was. Let's start the locals up again.
Give me a chance to fix something. My timeout button was supposed to be for Booneville, and somehow I got the Fordyce timeout button. You go ahead, Jaron. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Bank Simply at the Fordyce Bank and Trust. Chase McCullum over at Shelter Insurance, another proud sponsor of the Fordyce Redbugs at 870-352-2151. And Watson Pharmacy, a big sponsor for the Redbugs tonight. And then ERS Equipment, 870-352-7327. And I'll tell you a little bit more about ERS. They are your Arkansas dealer for XCMG construction equipment, L-Tech forestry equipment, Axis forestry processors, FAE mulchers, and other industry-leading brands. Visit ERS. Give them a call, folks. All right, we're back to action here. 3rd and 8 for Booneville. They don't throw it much, so you better watch for the tight end here. Going to bring a man in motion. They're going to fake the pitch. They're throwing. He's looking over the middle, a little high.
Good play call. Just a little high on the pass there.
Yep, the Fordyce won that drive on 1st and 2nd down, getting them in a spot to do something they don't prefer to do. Not that they can't do it. They don't prefer it. When they do it, they like to do it, when you're not ready, like on a 1st and 10 or 2nd and 1, something like that, catch you off guard. So Big 5-2 is back. The punt again, that's Cutler Haller. May not be saying it right, let me know. We don't mind being corrected. That's a high snap. Haller's got to get on it. A lot of speed out there. He's going to kick it. It's blocked.
Pick it up.
They can pick it up. And Booneville lucky that it wasn't scoop and score. Haller ended up with it again. Oh,
this is messed up. It's going to be Booneville ball.
It's going to be Booneville ball, yeah. Wow. Well,
they're signaling Fordyce ball.
Yeah, Fordyce ball. Because they never had clear possession. It wasn't like they fumbled. Because you can block it, you just get the ball right there.
Well, unless they were saying they had possession, then they fumbled.
Right, but I don't think he did, so I think that's why they overturned it. I'm going back to look at it.
Yeah, there was no
possession. He punts
made.
it, ball hits the ground, and then it's just, Haller picks it up. So, they never have possession. So it's Fordyce football.
That was a bang play there, and it could have gone either way. So good job on the refs. It's a tough call, but I think they made the right one there.
Oh, they definitely did, I believe. Because once it's touched, it's not like you touch it, and the ball, when you're back there trying to catch it and it's touched, it's not like that at that point. That's a low snap, good hands, and then I think that's Gamble. No, it's Harris. He just really, that was busted up from the start. It was slipping, low snap, and then Booneville was just busting through as well. Jailhouse break. And Cadillac says, hey, I'm going to take the glove off. I'm good. I don't like the way it's bothering him a little bit, I guess, right now.
I can understand it bother me.
Right, so that's about a 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13. That was Harris on the carry. He really didn't have a chance. You know, low snap, timing was off, and then Booneville had great penetration to begin with.
So there's 476 people watching on the YouTube and only 7 likes.
Cadillac
What's up with that?
running a little fade route. He's behind the defense, but it's going to be out of bounds. And Cadillac just kind of trying to put it in a spot where only his guy could get it and give him just enough room on the sideline, but just couldn't quite get enough, you know, just a little bit too wide on that one. Pretty good coverage from Booneville that time.
If he would have thrown that to the pylon, probably would have been a catch and a touchdown.
Because he did have the step, something he could maybe dive out under. Boy, did you see that catch from Traylon Burks from Warren?
Oh, my goodness, that was amazing.
That was something else. Even Beckham was tweeting about it. I don't talk about
21-7 Dardanelle, 16-6.
Cadillac back down the middle. He's got a man. That is Stroud, and Stroud with his 3rd catch of the evening. And that's the kind of play to get you excited. If you like watching quarterbacks, if you're a college fan, you want to see guys on the next level like the University of Arkansas, Cadillac right there making plays like that are the ones that get you excited. Down the middle of the field, throwing the ball with some velocity. That was a strike.
Yeah, there's nothing that tells me that Cadillac won't be playing in D1 ball somewhere. He is, at 15, he's really good.
Yeah. And there is the snap. That's Gamble over the right side.
Get in there.
Got just enough room, but he's pulled down by Hunter Warren. Hunter Warren, a nice tackle there, right, but had to wrap him up because if he hadn't done it, he would have got in. 4:03 to go in the half and counting. Fordyce is threatening here. 2nd and go now. Going to put the ball down at the 3-yard line. Goy, you able to get that throw and catch on camera? I didn't watch it on my phone.
He got it.
Yeah, I got the end of it. That's a bad angle on that end from where I'm at up here, but I got it.
There is a timeout, and I watched it. You got it perfect. You did a great job on it. Pat yourself on the back. I don't know if you can with all these clothes we got on. It's cold, folks.
Yeah, it is.
Timeout Fordyce, 7-6. First, make it 2nd and go at the 3 for the Redbugs when we come back.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
On this channel.
Got 220 watching us on Facebook and
live
515, 515 live devices on YouTube. Great night. Wow. But only 12 likes on the YouTube. Got to catch up to Facebook.
Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Takes you 1 second.
Hey, how about you give us a subscribe? We're almost to 1,000. That gets us monetized.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. On the ASN High School YouTube channel, we got the other one. We're doing real good on that one. We don't use this one as much, but for double features like tonight, it's very important. This one, the Gamble, it is blocked up right there in the middle. I think that's Haller. I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation. It's Haller. Haller or Haler. The kicker, or the punter, I should say, able to stop him right there, playing a little D tackle, D in. So, 3rd and go. Ball's at the 2. You've got Harris as the fullback. Gamble as the tailback in the I formation. Gamble gets it. He dives in. And they push him back, but they say he was already in. Touchdown. Fordyce Redbugs in the end zone. Micah Gamble. And you see the LED lights. And the Fordyce fans, you hear them around me jumping for joy right now. Now it's time to go for 2, possibly.
Barry Bryant Field does live shows just like Barry Bryant Stadium.
Yeah, I don't even know if that. I knew it was Bryant Denny Stadium for a while, but I think they.
Yeah, it's Bryant Denny on Nick Saban Field.
Okay, that's what it is. All right, so they're coming out. He's going to get under center. He's got one running back behind him. I had two, a little halfback in there. This is an end around to Harris, and Booneville sniffs it out. They swarm to the football as good as anybody.
Yeah, they do.
And that's going to keep the door open a little bit for Booneville in a one-score type game. But for now, Fordyce with a 12-7 lead, 3:05 to go. I will say this, I feel like the Fordyce defense is starting to catch on to those pitch plays and doing a better job on the edge.
Yeah, the last two possessions that Booneville's had, Fordyce just had their number. They're really adjusting well, but that coach on the sideline, man wearing that headset, he knows what he's about.
Oh, yeah. We're getting ready for the kick here.
Tazo on YouTube saying not getting them 2-point conversions is going to bite them. We've seen it before.
Back. Yeah, and coach you're talking about was old Doc Curley over there. Of course, this is just an unbelievable coaching battle tonight with Doc Curley and Coach Rogers over here for Fordyce. Tim, we saw Rogers last week really dissect some things and get his team ready. That is a squibber, and they're going to fall on it. A little onside top kick. 42 Brody Chambers was Johnny on the spot for his Booneville Bearcats, and they'll start with another good starting spot here on the 45 or 46. Looks like the 46. Now they're putting the stick right on the. Okay, they moved the stick now. There we go. 46.
Excuse me.
You bored up there?
No.
You got a good game in front of you.
I'm just tired. Been a long one.
We've been doing the White County tournament all week, so it's been a long week. Needed under center. They're going to get the motion man. He's going to get the pitch over the right side and does a good job getting upfield and getting what he can. That's number 3, Hayden Daniel. That's sophomore, showing a little speed out of the backfield. He's going to get the ball up to the 50-yard line, so that's a pickup of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6. He'll come in motion again. He'll get it. He'll come in tighter this time. He'll rumble his way up for a first down. It's going to be up close to the 43-yard line of Fordyce. And look at that mud right there in the middle of the field where they're setting the football right now.
Yeah,
just a different color in your camera there. They're going to go. They're trying to go quick here. But Fordyce, we got a timeout by Fordyce. They were getting somebody off the field late. So, what is that? Fordyce's second?
Yep.
That's their second timeout. Let's pull the locals up.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. You can start with them. I can't see them for a second here. I know some of them.
Fordyce Bank and Trust. Bank simply. Watson's Pharmacy. Chase McCullum of Shelter Insurance. 870-352-2151 for all your insurance needs. Go Bugs Go. And ERS Equipment. 870-352-7327 for all your construction equipment rentals.
You need a machine? We got you covered. Excavators, wheels, loaders, skid steers, lift equipment, mulchers, harvesters, loaders, and a wide selection of attachments. That's ERS Equipment, proud sponsors of the Fordyce Redbugs. You see how we worked as a team right there, Justin? That's kind of nice, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Booneville back on the attack. They're passing. Nieder. Almost picked off. Was that Gamble? That was Stroud. Stroud had visions of getting in the end zone and couldn't pull it in.
He wanted that one bad.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 now. And that's kind of what Booneville, when they pass, they like to do. Catch you off guard on first down. They're not going to throw it most of the time. Most nights they're probably going to throw it about 5 times a game or less. And we got a flag on this one. Probably legal procedure. It's going to be on Booneville. 5-yard penalty, and it is a false start. So 2nd and 15 now. So they're getting behind schedule here. Well, they've lived on the Booneville side, or the Fordyce side of the 50 all night, but only 7 points so far to show for it. And the Fordyce defense has really stepped up since that first drive. It's been different.
New score update. Mansfield 22-6 over Salem.
Here's an in around. Looks like Warren. Warren got room. I'm sorry, that's not Warren. That's 32, Connor Dromer. He'll have a first down. We're real close to it at least.
That was a great run there. He got right to the sticks, exactly how many yards he needed.
He did. They gave it to him. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Well, something's burning.
Maybe the 32.
It's smoky around here.
Leftover. They're putting out that barbecue they had at that tailgate earlier. A little steam coming through maybe. I don't know.
It does.
This time, first man through. That's that backup fullback, and he's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Number 42, Brody Chambers, the junior. And he's got another first down.
Really? They gave a first down, man. Whew.
They're going quick. They ain't got the chain set hardly. This time they'll give it, I think, back to the same man it was. This time Fordyce was there. 54 got in there on the tackle. Kyle Randall. And I think 52 might have been in there as well. Vincent Stroud. Randall and Stroud, both seniors on the Redbug squad. So 2nd and 10, sometimes going quick hurts you. That time it did. And this is the play that kind of got things going earlier as they gave it to number 3, Hayden Daniel. You don't get much, though. And there's a timeout for Booneville with 1:12 to go in the first half. They got a tough 3rd and about 9 coming up after this one. Let's take a break with them. We'll be back for 3rd down and 9 right after this.
Has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
All right, we're back here at Paul Bear Bryant Field, 12-7. Fordyce with the lead with 1:12 to go in the first half. Booneville's driving, but they've got a 3rd and 9 coming up. Coach Crowley called a timeout. Now here we go. Let's see what they drew up. Needert, going to be a pitch. He's going to hit his man. He makes some 1 or 2 man miss, but not going to get much. Maybe a yard, 2 at the most. That was number 3, Hayden Daniel. He's just a sophomore. He's gotten to tote the rock many times today. So 4th and about 7. And they are going to go for it, it looks like. Too far away to kick a field goal for them, and too close to punt for sure. And I figured that in that timeout, they probably already knew what play they were going to run here. Going to do a little counter action out of it. He's not going to have it. Fordyce defense was there. They stayed home. Stroud was in there and a host more. 54 comes up from the bottom of the pile. Kyle Randall. And Fordyce with a bunch of momentum.
This Fordyce defense is just standing up and playing.
Booneville got the ball first, so Fordyce will get it. So that's a huge stop. They're up 5. Even if they don't do nothing right here in 30 seconds, you know, they're probably pretty content to hand it off a couple times and get to the halftime and get to the locker room and come back out with the football to start the second half. How many we got watching, Justin?
Oh, I'm checking right now. 550 on YouTube. 196 on Facebook.
Likes going up?
Well, they went up a bit on Facebook, but not so well.
Thank you.
34 on YouTube.
There we go.
70 or 80 on Facebook.
You just get half of them, and they're going to nail this one out and let that clock run down. Booneville's not going to call time. I'm not sure if they had any timeouts left, but they're going to take it in to the locker room. Fordyce 12, Booneville 7. And Fordyce has the ball to start the second half. We'll see if Booneville decides to kick an onside, trick them a little bit, get the ball back. But just had a great ball game. Both these teams still got a lot of work to do to claim their spot at Little Rock. We'll take a break.
Every project starts with hard work and pride in what we build. Our licensed team combines experience and teamwork to bring strong ideas to life. From big jobs to small details, we put care into every weld, every cut, every connection. Because we're more than a company. We're a family right here in Arkansas, serving our neighbors with skill, honesty, and commitment. Van Horn Welding, building strength, building community.
And I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
That understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind. Offering over 115 undergraduate degree options, both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
When it comes to supporting the Fordyce Redbugs, no one does it like Chase McCollum of Shelter Insurance. A former educator in the Fordyce School District, Chase has always believed in investing in our kids on and off the field. Whether it's cheering under the Friday night lights or helping you find the right coverage, Chase is proud to stand with the Redbugs every step of the way. Chase McCollum, Shelter Insurance, proud longtime supporter of the Fordyce Redbugs.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet, or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
All right, we're back here at Fordyce. It's 12-7 at the half. We've got the Fordyce band. I'm sorry, that's Booneville out there right now. I'm going through some stats and looking up some things here, but it's been a great first half, Justin.
Yeah, it has.
Fordyce started kicking the ball off to Booneville. Booneville drove down the field, very methodical. Took up 7 minutes, 2 seconds of the first period clock on their first drive. Hunter Warren scored from 3 yards out. Fordyce got the ball, converted a couple 3rd and 9s, and some passes out to Straub, some other guys as well. Moved the ball down the field. Eventually, Micah Gamble gets it from 1 yard out as he was getting horse-collared. And then eventually, Fordyce comes back down, and Micah Gamble got in again. And that time, it was from about 2 yards out. It was 2 yards. And well, he's got 2 touchdowns from 1 yard out and 2 yards out, and they weren't able to get either 2-point conversion though. So that's where we sit, 12-7. Booneville, you know, they had one pretty good drive, but it just kind of fizzled when they were a little bit too far to kick a field goal still, and obviously too close to punt. Fordyce holds them on 4th down there, and you know, other than that though, the Fordyce defense, other than the first drive, has played really good football in this one.
Yeah, they have. They're bending and not breaking. It's what you want when you're Coach Fordyce trying to, hey, just get us to the second half. We'll get the ball back. Let's keep this lead and extend it. And so, yeah, it's been a really impressive defensive performance so far by Fordyce. But Booneville's played good on defense, too. Fordyce is hard to stop. They got tons of speed everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And
they got speed and they got a quarterback that can sit back there and throw the ball 50 yards on a frozen rope.
That and on a bum leg. Like,
right.
he's not even putting that much step into his throws. I mean, he's almost flat-footed back there and just making great passes. I think he's missed on, what, 2? Or just 1?
Yeah, I think just 1.
Yeah, just one missed pass.
A little fade route.
Yeah. And, so it's a great performance so far from both teams.
I agree. It's been fun, and Fordyce is going to have the ball coming out. And, I got a lot of Fordyce fans because we're on the home side, and I'm down in the bleachers a little bit, down below the window, just for room's sake. They're excited, and I know that's something that they got in the back of their mind right now. We got a 12-7 lead. We got the ball first. If we can just come out here and somehow find a way to get down the field and get in the end zone, they're going to start being able to, breathe a little bit. It's already tough to breathe because we had Thanksgiving last week, and, the pants are already a little tight. They might be able to loosen up a little bit, but still a long game. This Booneville team has been just putting crazy points up most of the year, especially the last 4 games. And you really can't relax in a game of this magnitude. But I do feel like if Fordyce comes down and scores on this first drive, it's going to really feel good over here for the Fordyce fans and their players, obviously. But, yeah, that's about all we got here for halftime. We got 14 minutes left. Let's pull the locals up and talk about them a little bit.
All right, they're up. First up is Fordyce Bank and Trust. Bank simply. Got Go Bugs Go from Chase McCullum. 870-352-2151. Shelter Insurance for all your insurance needs. Watson Pharmacy and ERS Equipment. 870-352-7327 for all your construction equipment rentals.
Yep, ERS Equipment sales, rentals, parts, and service. Everything from construction and forestry equipment, Milwaukee tools, Oregon products, hydraulic hoses, and much more. They're your Arkansas dealer for XCMG construction equipment, Eltic forestry equipment, Axis forestry processors, FAE mulchers, and other industry-leading brands. If you need a machine, they've got you covered. Excavators, wheels, loaders, skid steers, lift equipment, mulchers, harvesters, loaders, and a wide selection of attachments. ERS is the place to go. All of these, Fordyce Bank and Trust, Watson Pharmacy, and Chase McCollum are proud supporters, and ERS are proud supporters of your Red Bugs here at Fordyce, and we really appreciate y'all sponsoring with us. Let's talk about our major sponsors as well that we have all year long. And that is, our title sponsor is Arkansas Tech University, and we've joined with them over the last 2 or 3 years. Yep. If I'm a college in Arkansas, being on the Arkansas Sports Network as a sponsor, I think is a really smart idea. We just have so many students watching us all the time, players, student athletes. They're watching, but a lot of people, brothers, sisters, people that are going to go to college, they're watching, and we can't thank Arkansas Tech enough for what they do. D3 Auto Sales, in this game last week.
Shut up, they're playing taps.
Okay.
Sorry. I didn't realize it.
I didn't either.
Okay, we can go back.
Yeah. Well,
good job by the trumpet player from Booneville there. Great rendition of taps.
Well, we definitely want to celebrate our servicemen and women any chance we can, and the ones we've lost as well in this nation. So definitely didn't realize it was going on, or I would have stopped talking already. But
so they're not a sponsor this year, but in the past we have been sponsored by the National Guard.
Yeah, we have. But yeah, to go back to the ones we have, I think I was talking about D3 Auto Sales next. Our D3 Auto Sales player of the game last week, as we were here as Mayflower came to town against the Fordyce Redbugs, was Jones, Xavier Jones, and he had a great night. We were able to interview him.
2 interceptions?
Yes, 2 interceptions. Did some things on offense as well. He was the backup quarterback last year when Cadillac went down against Jesseville and against Booneville in this game. So he just does a lot for the Fordyce team and had a great game last week. Kind of turned the tide. Mayflower's defense was so good, but their offense struggled a little bit against the Fordyce defense. Fordyce put their stamp on that game saying, hey, we're one of the best defenses in the state as well, and they proved it.
Yeah, they did. They've only given up more than 14 points. More than 16 points twice all year. 18 to Monticello, and they gave up 35 to Charleston in that 36-35 win in the second round of the playoffs. That's pretty spectacular defense on a season.
That is correct. I completely agree. At D3 Auto Sales, we will have a player of the game announcing this one too. Whoever wins it will be one of the players on that game. We'll do that tonight before we end the broadcast. And then we want to thank Metcalf Trucking. Metcalf Trucking been with us for a few years off and on now, and
my boss.
Yeah, big time sponsor now, and we have a little River Valley Award we do with Metcalf in our area. That's Pope County, basically. Pope, Johnson, Yale County. I think that's all three that are in that. Is that correct?
Premier Facilities Group, you get them?
No, I'm talking about the Metcalf Award.
Pope, Johnson, Yale, Logan.
Okay.
And Pope, Johnson, Yale, Logan.
Conway or Faulkner? Or is that it?
No, there's 5. Probably Conway. Probably Conway County. If I'm.
Yeah, with Morrilton. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to drive me nuts. I can't remember.
Right. So
score update. It is 21-20.
But
Dardanelle over Warren right now.
I think I heard that Warren might have went for 2 and didn't get it.
Yeah, they didn't get it. Yeah.
And I think Perry County's in that as well.
That's it. It's Perry County. Yeah,
Perryville and Bigelow and all those proud Perry County schools. So. We want to thank them, Metcalf Trucking. We want to thank Premier Facilities Group. Premier Facilities Group came on with us for some of our Dover broadcasts last year, and they've joined us with Pottsville and became a major sponsor for us. And can't thank enough for them over at Premier Facilities Group. Great construction company.
Yeah, it was a fun conversation. Before the football season started, I got a phone call from my buddy Larry Shingler, who one of the owners at Premier Facilities Group, just talking about what we were doing. And he just started off as a local sponsor, and then one day he said, you know what, let's go full in. I want to sponsor an award. Let's do this. And so we're super grateful for him and what they've done for us this year.
Oh, yeah, big time. Can't do it without these. And then we also have Tyson Foods. Tyson Foods has been with us from the get-go.
Yeah, 6 years
every year. And, one of our major sponsors, and so happy to have them along. And am I missing anybody? I feel like there's one more out there. Got Tech, D3, Premier Facilities Group, Tyson, Metcalf. I think that's it. Okay.
5 majors.
Yeah, let's you got any other scoring updates being shared?
I do not. That's it right now.
See if I can pull anything else up real quick before we take a break. Coy, you cold up there? How you feeling?
I'm good. Nice and warm up here.
This is
not
Coy's
too bad.
4th football game to do with this, doing some camera work this year. He's done a great job. He also helped us up at the White County tournament on Wednesday. And we were in 2 arenas. They had 8 games that day. He was over in one arena. Me and Justin were over in the other one.
Yeah, that was fun. had a great young man there from Payneburn High School, middle school, 8th grader, running camera for us.
Julian Smith. And then yesterday we had another one that was a 7th grader. His name is Raylan Burleson, and he helped us out as well.
Appreciative. Now, at Pottsville, that's the games that I do. I have East students and career students that they come and work with us in every game this year, except for the playoffs. They couldn't come to those. But, we love having students helping us.
Right.
It's good for them. Hey, you can get a grade in a class, which is what the kids at Pottsville do. They get a grade at the end of each semester for helping us.
Right. Yeah, like an AV type program they got. And some places call it the lab and different things like that. But we love doing that. We've done so much over the years. We've had guys work with us full time that we met that were a student. We had Nate Sparks from Lamar. We did the 3A basketball state tournament 2023 at Lamar, and he came and worked with us for a full year in football as he was a freshman in college last year during football season, and now he's in the missionary, doing missionary work, going to I think it's Baptist Christian School, and he just got recently married. So, we got all kinds of stories like that. We worked with the kids over at Brooklyn. We were doing 4A state volleyball up there a few years ago. We've done some crossover work with them over the years as they're trying to start their own thing. It's been a lot of fun. We definitely love working with student athletes for sure.
Yeah, it's not just about streaming and it's putting on and showcasing these kids to get their talents out there, especially the band. Big kids deserve love too. They do great performances from both bands tonight.
That's right. And so now we got games in progress. Bryant is up 21-0 last check in the third over Bentonville. We know that Dardanelle won on our other stream at the Arkansas Sports Network. It's 21-20 Dardanelle right now. Elkins has a 14-0 lead over Stuttgart in the third. Mansfield is up 24-6 over the defending state champ Salem. Salem, who's not lost all year, and the defending champs are in trouble as Mansfield. When we saw it last week, when you seen that Bismarck score pop, 50-21.
Yeah, that was nasty.
You knew that something was going on where Mansfield is just playing on another level right now. Of course, that's a revenge game, kind of like tonight is, where Booneville and Fordyce here. Salem has knocked Mansfield out 2 years in a row in this round. And Mansfield's saying, hey, it's our turn to go to the Rock. But still about a quarter and a half left in that one. And then
I just don't see anything stopping that Burton kid from Mansfield. My God.
Daniel Burton. I don't know who all graduated. I know there was Andrew Burton. I think he might be gone. But there's Samuel Burton. There's 4 of them at one point. Not all of them are brothers, I don't think. Some of them are maybe cousins, I'm not sure. And then upcoming games tomorrow, Greenwood and Shiloh Christian in the state championship. That's going to be a big time 6A matchup. In 5A, you got Hot Springs, Lakeside, and Robinson. Robinson has looked a little bit vulnerable, and Lakeside took down some big games on their way to the Rock. So
yeah, they have.
That's going to be a great matchup. Robinson leads that series 12-2 since 2001, and Greenwood leads 10-3 since 2004. But anything can happen tomorrow. And then we know that Cross County got their state championship today. The Thunderbirds getting it done over EPC, who was trying to go blanket to blanket as the #1 team in 2A. They couldn't get it done. Cross County wins with Razorback commitment, the 6'4.5", 320-pound defensive tackle, Danny Beal. They win at 20-14.
We met him this summer, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
He was a great young man, and he's going to be a great addition.
Great big young man as well.
Oh, my gosh. Look, I'm not short by no means, but everything about him makes me feel tiny. Goodness, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with on the defensive line for the Razorbacks next year.
Well, we found a way to fill up all the way to the 3-minute mark. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll be back for all your second half action as you see the band as we fade out here. All right, we're back here at Paul Bear Bryant Field, second half action. Booneville going to kick it off. They're down 12-7. And took a full 23-minute halftime there. And there's the onside. I thought they might do that. And, wow. You know, it kind of surprised Booneville didn't come in there flying in with a big hit, trying to knock it loose. Because
it would have been targeting. There ain't no way they could have got too low.
Yeah. Just got to get your chest in there and pull your head up. Make sure you don't leave with the shoulder. Be the only way, but Fordyce will get it, and they're going to have great starting field position. Looks like the 48, maybe 47.
Yeah, right at 47, I think.
Randy Pickrell sending me pictures. He's got the game up on his big screen TV.
Thanks for tuning in, Randy.
Yes, sir. Watching some football right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Randy not only sponsors us, he contributes with the Randy Pickrell 2A football show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do that weekly throughout the season, and he's a big Desark supporter and works at D3 Auto Sales, and love having him with us. He's
stringing out.
Yep, stringing out. He worked some color with me over at Desark when we did them in McCrory, the final game of the season for them to get into the playoffs. And Desark had a great run.
5-6 yards there.
Yeah, it was a bad one. You know, Randy's got to be feeling a little better. You lose to the team that wins state. I always feel like if I lose, I want that team to go on. I don't want them to win because I hate them at that moment.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. You know, you feel a little better. Well, we had to run into the state champ. We'd have made the semis, or we'd have made the championship game. 4 wide. Harris in the backfield trying to pick up a block. He will. They're going to hit Stroud. Stroud makes one man miss. Can he hold on? Oh, ball came loose. Booneville is, I can't tell.
No, he got it back.
I think he got it back.
He did.
Looked like Haler might have grabbed it and turned around. He had so much mud on his gut, I couldn't see it. Got that blue shirt or that purple shirt from Booneville sticking out of the bottom as well. So Stroud got it back, and boy, Fordyce dodged a bullet right there because that would have been a momentum swing.
Well, I don't know what I'm smelling. This smells good.
Popcorn, maybe. 3rd and 12. It's a good start for Booneville if they can get a big play here. You know, if Fordyce gets 7 or 8 yards, I won't be shocked for them to go for it here.
Yeah, not at all.
I feel like right now as a play caller, you feel like you got 2 plays if you don't lose one. I mean, Cadillac rolling throws. He got it. That's Jones. Jones breaks the tackle. Oh, they called him down. Said his knee touched, but he's actually, according to the line judge, he's going to be right on the line.
No, they're cutting it back like a half a yard. Say he's half a yard short, I think. They gave it to him. Never mind.
They moved that stick way too quick because where he placed the ball, he was a yard short. But where they first were standing, it looked like he had it. And I think Doc Crowley wants a measurement. You know, it's actually exactly in front of me in line. And that stick, they haven't moved that one yet, I don't believe. And if they haven't, it's going to be so close. I mean, it looks like maybe about
he was not down.
About 3 inches, and I don't think he was either.
He was not down at all. I just did. He was not.
And Randy Pickrell says 3 years in a row, Desark has gotten eliminated by the eventual state champ. Now, that might make you start feeling like, I don't want them to win it. Right. Yeah, and Randy says he's going back and forth between us and Brad over at Dardanelle and Warren. So
I know what it's like to lose to a team a bunch of times. My Pottsville boys, they lost 5 times to Dardanelle in basketball last year.
That was a good Pottsville team, and Dardanelle was really good.
Yeah, they were.
So, after all the discussion, it's first down for Fordyce. They're back in the spread. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield with them, and they'll bring Turner in motion. That ball's on the ground. Tries to spin out of it, but Booneville's all over it.
Lost a little 3 or 4 there.
Tag team between Haler and number 2, Clint Osborne, who's a senior. Haler's a senior as well. So many seniors on this Booneville squad. You know, we talked about this in depth last week. I feel like Fordyce is, I know they want to win it all right now, but I feel like they're almost a year ahead of schedule.
They really are.
I mean, you got a sophomore who's now playing about his 20th game as a starting quarterback. It'd be over 20 if it wasn't for the injuries.
They're losing 12 seniors this year, but they still got a lot coming back and got a lot coming up.
Yep, Gamble's a junior. There, He threw that ball into a crowd and threaded the needle. And he looked like he just kind of shot-put it as well and had all that velocity. First down for the Fordyce Redbugs as they get the ball up to about the 32-yard line. I'll give them the 33.
Look, I'm just saying, if he doesn't get an offer from the Hogs within the next 2 years, I don't know what Ryan Summerfield's doing.
You know, a lot of times, a lot of the problem with the last few coaches is they're not offering guys soon enough.
Yeah.
Somebody else already comes in and gives a scholarship, and that means a lot to a lot of
It
guys.
does.
And they string this one out again like we saw a minute ago. Another big loss on first down. Harris trying to say that he felt like he got face masked at the end. So, wow. They're going to lose about 6, maybe. Now, they're not stick guys drive me crazy. He's all over the place.
Off.
About 4 now. So second 14. Yep. Ball's at the 36-yard line. Still in this spread. You've got Harris in the backfield alongside Cadillac Elson.
Hey, you got it right this time.
Yeah, I don't think I've done that but twice. And there's a little crossing route to Turner. Turner holds on to the ball. It gets real close to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up third and about 10, maybe 11. Looks like 11.
Yes, 11.
So he gets 3. He was wide open, but the hole closed quickly once he caught the ball.
Yeah, it did. Booneville did a great job of getting an open field tackle right there and boxing him up.
Had a little bit of a deep zone right there in the middle on their coverage, and they didn't care if he got it underneath. And, you know, that's kind of tricky because the athleticism and the speed, these guys are able to slip tackles and make you miss an open space is tricky, but they did a great job that time.
I'm looking for a slot skinny post right now.
So you're going to have trips to the right side, and the motion man going down the field was Gamble. Cadillac throws it, but it's deflected at the line and falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and 11. You can see Cadillac, you know, the injury he's got right now, not able to cut. He's asking for something right now, a towel.
Towel, yeah. He said, I need to wipe my hands off because we going for it.
And you can tell when he rolls out that he just kind of ailing a little bit. Anytime he kind of slips a little bit, you can see him kind of grimace. Saw that play earlier that he kind of slipped on and then made that awesome throw still. So 4th and 11, Fordyce. They're not holding back here. 4 wide, 2 by 2. He's back. He's got a pretty good, clean pocket. Starts to break down. He's just going to have to chunk it. He's trying to go back towards Jones. It'll fall incomplete. Coach Rogers not happy with it.
He's looking for a flag.
He's not happy with Cadillac. They're having a discussion right now. He thought somebody was open. So that's going to be a turnover and Booneville ball. And that's actually not Rogers, I don't think. That was a different assistant maybe. Yeah, it wasn't Rogers. He's over here on the far side. Maybe the OC.
Doug Fuller saying, Prius, pretty warm here watching the game on a 65-inch. Go Bugs.
Yeah, must be nice, bro, buddy. I'm in the stand, the metal bleachers. I was smart. We stopped at Dollar General and got me one of them $4 throw blankets. Got snowflakes on it. Over the right side to the guy that's been spilling Warren. That's 42, Brody Chambers, the junior. And, man, you got to wrap him up because he keeps those feet churning. He ends up getting a yard. Look like he's going to lose on the play. 2nd and 9. But the story's been this Fordyce defense since that first drive. They've done a great job. They did bend a little bit on that one drive, but they were able to hold. You know, for the start, this is one of the worst starting field positions for Booneville. For as good as starting field positions they've done, they only have 7 points. You got to tip your hat to Fordyce. Nieder changing the play here, looking at his wristband. Now he gets under center. Going to give it to the first man through, and they are all over it. Woo! That was Brody Chambers again. And right now, there's just nothing in the middle And actually, that was Warren. Warren was back in on the carry, and there was just nothing there. And Booneville in a spot they don't want to be in. 3rd and 9.
772 or 790 live devices on YouTube, and only 50 likes. What's with that, guys? I need them likes. Like, share, subscribe. Get this game out.
2 wingbacks, tailback. We're going to give it a little counter in and around. They ran this many times, and Fordyce is all over it. And that was Harris, Tyrell Harris. Wraps them up, throws them down. Going to bring up 4th and 9. So they only can get 1 yard on that drive.
That's Fordyce defense. They are saying, nah, we'll take over this game. 219 on Facebook, 120 likes on there. That's pretty good.
Booneville had a over the head of the punter snap earlier. See, and that one's a little high. He has to jump up and get it. He's got to get rid of it. A lot of speed back there. It might have been partially blocked.
It was, I think.
If it wasn't, it's a shank job because he had to rush it so bad. Only goes 9 yards. A 9-yard net punt, depending on the spot of where it went on. They're going to give him 2 more, so about 11-yard net punt that time.
Yeah, it looked to me like somebody got a hand on it.
Yeah, right at the very end. It pushed it up just a little bit.
The guy was getting blocked in the back, too. Might have hit the back of his own guy as well. It was tough to see there. But they're going to have the ball at the 45, so Booneville back, they attempted the onside to start the second half here. Kind of in a similar position, about 10 yards better this time for Fordyce. Maybe 5 yards better. I'm not sure where it was exactly. Yeah. Cadillac has it. He's going to hand it to the running back. Looks like Gamble.
Flag on the play.
You can just see when Gamble has it. He's got a different little motion, different little bursts. And there's a late flag. This Booneville player went down. So I think it's going to be on Fordyce. So I'm not 100% yet.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I think when Gamble was getting up, somebody got pulled down.
It's a lot of laundry on that field. Every ref out there threw their flag. Just about, except the line judge on this side. Going to be on Fordyce, at least to start with, I think.
We got holding on Fordyce. That's 10 yards. And then that's all we got. And they wave off. I guess they're saying.
No, personal foul.
Oh, there
Fordyce,
it is.
There, tag it on.
That's going to be 25 yards. Wow.
Soul.
It'll still be first down.
First and 35.
Depending on where the spot of everything happened, but it looks like the ball is just south of the 30. Maybe right, it looks like right on the 30, and they got to get to the 35. So, yeah, first and 35.
Oh, man.
Wow. First and El Dorado for the Fordyce Redbugs. They got to get down to Walmart, basically. I'm not sure Walmart's over there, but you went earlier.
That's the north side of the field, Duran.
No, it ain't. I don't think so.
I promise it is. Because the moon was rising above us, in front of us.
Okay. Anyways. Cadillac trying to get it all back in one play, and Stroud has a step. Ball knocked loose at the last second by the quarterback playing a little corner, Rhett Nieder. Good defensive job, and Cadillac put that ball about as good a place you could put it.
Yeah, he did. If it wasn't so muddy out there, I think that that wide receiver gets another step and finishes that one off.
And
it's hard to run in that stuff.
Not to be rude, but I pulled my compass off. The north is to the left. I'm pretty good about that. I don't usually get turned around very much. And there's Cadillac. He's back. He's going to throw it. Got a lot of air under it. It's just going to be overthrown everybody. He's trying to get Gamble. No flags. I think, Coach,
we got a flag in the backfield back here.
Oh, we do.
Oh.
Not sure see what the call is.
Maybe roughing the passer.
Nope. Holding on Fordyce, but it's declined. They declined because they don't want to give them another down. It's already 35. They don't need it to be third down again, or second down again, I should say. And 45. That's kind of how Booneville's looking at it. They feel pretty good about 3rd and 35, I think. So 4 wide. Turner comes in motion. They're just going to hand it to the running back. Over the right side. And that's Gamble. He's got a lot of room. He's not going to get all of it, but he got about 14 of it back.
Do it again. Man just yelled out.
I don't know what you were laughing about, but
I was laughing at that fan yelling, do it again.
Oh. So 4th and about 21 now. Punter is in. Is that 14 back there for Fordyce? If it is, that's Chase Humphrey. Got close to a block. It was Humphrey. No one's back. Booneville sold out on the block. It's going to roll down between the 27 and the 28-yard line, and that's where Booneville will start. Still down 5 with 4:19 to go in the 3rd. Let's pull the locals up again, Justin.
All right, they're up.
All right, thank you. Fordyce Bank and Trust, bank simply. I want to appreciate them. We've got, I'm trying to pull it up here for myself. We've got Watson Pharmacy, Chase McCollum at Shelter Insurance, 870-352-2151, and ERS Equipment at 870-352-7327. Proud supporters of the Fordyce Redbugs. Thank you.
Benville scored. It's 21-7 now.
Look at this, 3 receivers for Booneville. You don't see that very often, and they're just going to hand it to Warren, and he's blowed up. There is nothing there. 1 yard gain like we saw on the last drive. 2nd and 9. What else you got on those scores, Justin?
Oh, that was it. That was the only one I had.
What was the score again?
21-7 Bryant over Bentonville.
What's the Warren score with Dardanelle?
21-20, I think, still.
Okay. Boy, Dardanelle lost to Warren in that same spot, same day. I think 2014, 13 or 14. That time, Nieder kept it and did not get anything. And between the tackles right now is a no-go zone for Booneville as Fordyce has really played great defense in this one.
It's still 21-20, Dardanelle over Warren. Dardanelle driving the ball. Creed Vega literally is scoring a touchdown as I'm watching right now. Ran it for 80 yards. He's into the end zone.
80 yards?
Yes, 80-yard touchdown.
The Air Force Academy signee.
That was spectacular run by Creed Vega just then.
Oh, what a stick! That was, I believe Harris was the one on the stick come flying in. And running back is banged up a little bit. Dromer getting up a little gingerly. He fills that one for sure.
24-14 Mansfield.
Salem trying to make a comeback in that one, but having a tough time doing it. They closed the gap a little bit. I think it was 24-6 last I saw. So Booneville back in another punting situation as Haller is back.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was a 75-yard touchdown run by Creed Vega.
Okay. This one better. Barely got it over a hand. And that ball just kind of gets a little sideways watermelon roll at the end. But they'll down it inside the 40 around the 39, 38-yard line. Looks like 39, and that's where Fordyce will start. I feel like anybody goes up 2 in this game, you've got to feel really good at this point with 2:19 to go in the 3rd. If you can get up 2 possessions, Fordyce an opportunity to do that.
And I was talking to some of these Fordyce fans before this game started, and I said, look, I don't know how this is going to go. They're just 2 good football teams. It's hard to pick one over the other right now. But I said, it's going to be like this. Ain't gonna be no high-scoring game. It's gonna be a slobber knocker. Last team with the ball is gonna win this, and it might come down to that.
I agree. And this one's gonna hand it off, and
just hard-nosed in there right now.
Right in between the tackles right here is Fordyce. Got a very small gain.
Like 2/3 of a yard.
Yeah. 2nd and 9. They're taking their time, getting up to the line. Trying to work a little clock here. Play clock's down to 12. Cadillac gets under center. Got an I formation. They're going to hand it to Gamble, the last man through. Gamble trying to wiggle free. And he'll have about 2 yards maybe. Looks like that's what they're going to give him, the ball on the 42. That'll bring up 3rd and 7.
They did. I think.
The near line judge gave him 2. Yeah, there we go. 3rd and 7. Another big 3rd down in this game. As well as your defense is playing, normally you think probably 2-down territory here, but as well as your defense is playing, if you don't get it, unless it's really short, you feel pretty good about punting it away. You don't want to go for it and not get it and give Booneville the ball inside the 50.
Yeah, not at all.
Let's see if they can get it though on 3rd down. Cadillac's back. He's got a man single coverage. Stroud. Stroud got a little separation with the right arm, and it falls perfectly in his lap. Jamartez Stroud. That was on the 42, so that is a 58-yard touchdown strike from Cadillac Elkins. 18-7.
Spectacular throw and catch.
Yeah,
man.
Stroud just got a step. Once he got that little separation, it was over.
These Fordyce fans just got rowdy, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
I love it. Yeah.
I just got done saying, if you get up 2 scores this late in the game, the way their defense is playing, you feel pretty good about yourself.
We're gonna hang on. I'll put it on my guy in the crowd right here.
Yeah.
This guy right here. Hey, he has been talking that talk this week and last week.
Oh, he's here every week, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, he ain't missing a home game. Not that guy. As it should be, you should support your hometown football team.
He's got his coveralls on. It's a smart man right there. So we got a delay game on Fordyce, and that's going to change things because they were trying to get a play in here to run a 2-point.
Sergeant Bassmaster on YouTube asked if the winner of this play Salem. Well, Salem's got to get past Mansfield first. They're down 24-14 right now. So unless something changes, no, it'll be them playing Mansfield next week.
It's going to be at Little Rock. We'll have to look up the times on that. It'll be a Saturday game.
Yep.
One will be at noon, and then one's a little later. Usually that's how it works. We have 7A and 6A. 7A tonight, 6A and 5A tomorrow, I believe. So they're still going to go for 2 here out of the I formation. Cadillac rolling out. He's got to get rid of it. He was getting chased. You can just see the mobility's not there with that injury he has. And guys just falling everywhere. This field is not in the best condition, Well,
we got Dirk's $1 million from T-Mobile this year. Maybe we need to set up it for Fordyce to be chasing after that this next year. It'll be awesome if they can get it.
Maybe. Got a lot of rain this last week. A little bit of slushy weather as well. I don't know if they got any wintry mix down here. I know.
No, it just rained all day yesterday. It rained down here.
Yesterday morning I had ice on my windshield up in the Russellville area. So we made our way up to White County thinking it was going to get worse, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it was frosty.
It was snowing up there around Concord as they came down to play. And
3A, December 13th at noon.
Okay, noon and
20-0 Elkins over Stuttgart. Wow.
Elkins is just.
They're a great
if you beat Arkadelphia,
team.
You know that they're got a chance to win it all. And
well, their quarterback said as much. He said that they felt whoever won this game was going to be competing for a state championship for real and winning. So hey, that's prophetic right there.
I think that's Neal. I think that's the quarterback, if I remember correctly. This kick is going to bound at the 30. Fumble it a little bit and finally pick it up around the 25. He'll make one man miss, and then he'll get bottled up right around the fall forward, real close to the 40. They're going to give them the 40. So Booneville's got to get going right now. They're running out of time. 40.4 to go, but they're down 2 scores, and it has been an uphill battle since their first drive of the game.
Redbugs, they made the adjustments they had to do, just like last week versus Mayflower, to keep their offense off the field.
As impressive as their offense has been, and that throw we just saw, that 58-yard touchdown strike.
The defense is even better right now.
The defense has really just been unbelievable. This Booneville team's been averaging about 50 over the last 4 games.
Redbugs got 5 shutouts on the year.
Peter gives it to the first man through. He's going to get maybe 2 before he's pushed back. They're going to give him 2, it looks like. He's second 8. And that was big 42, Brody Chambers, the junior, on the carry.
Probably one more play in this quarter.
Nieder tried to fake the pitch and come back. These are the linemen just laying there on the ground because they're just getting so much penetration right there in the A-gap, and that's really a problem. You know, you run that type of offense, the dive play is something you predicate everything off of, and Fordyce has shut that down since the first drive. Since really late in the second quarter there, they really shut that down, and everything now, you got to get outside, and just tough sledding so far. Well, that's the end of the third. 18-7 Fordyce. Feeling good about themselves right now. We got 12 minutes left to decide it. We'll be back.
No one does it like Chase McCollum of Shelter Insurance. A former educator in the Fordyce School District, Chase has always believed in investing in our kids on and off the field. Whether it's cheering under the Friday night lights or helping you find the right coverage, Chase is proud to stand with the Redbugs every step of the way. Chase McCollum, Shelter Insurance, proud longtime supporter of the Fordyce Redbugs.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
All right, we're back. These Fordyce fans up here beside me are having a party right now. They are feeling good. Rightfully so. Shout out the Booneville fans over there. You can see in the camera, I mean, look at the travel they did. You gonna win? Yeah. Come down and talk to me. Hey, we need to get his name.
Yeah, go talk to him right now. Get his name. Everybody's saying in the chat, let's go Bugs.
So here we go.
On Facebook.
Third and about 8.
Oh, my.
Yeah, that's trouble. He's going to be swarmed down for a huge loss. He said bet $1,000. I'm not sure what he said. $1,000.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's a good time to bet right now. Feeling good.
We can't bet on high school sports. That's unethical.
What? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not betting. I said it's a good time to bet. I'd be one to bet too right now. Yes, sir.
Good punt there. Got right to the 50.
Why do you think we're against you? I agree. I can't hear him.
I'll let you answer that for just a second. I muted you, buddy. Hang on.
I don't know what he's upset about. But.
Oh, my. I love fans. This is the best part about what we do.
Anyways, trying to get somebody removed. I want to be careful here. He said we were dissing them. We haven't dissed them all year. I don't know what you're talking about. I had them number 1 last year to start the year, personally.
Whoa, Warren tied it up, 28 all.
You got 2 fullbacks this time in a little power I formation. Quarterback under center. They're going to turn around and hand it to the running back. That's Gamble. We got a flag on the play. Wrong.
We'll be holding on Fordyce.
Anyways. Opposite. Anyways. If he keeps it up, we're going to have to get somebody involved here. But see if he'll simmer down here a little bit.
I'm about to see what I can do about that. I've made some friends here at Fordyce.
So here we go. We have Cadillac Williams on first after the penalty. It's going to make it 1st and 20. Got 2 fullbacks. There's a little counter action to Gamble. Gamble with a spin move up over the 50 to the 49-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. So they're actually going to give him the 50. I thought he got to the 49, but that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Here come the Redbugs up to the line of scrimmage. Got 2 fullbacks again, I formation. Got 2 wide, two wide receivers, 1 on each side. They're handing off to Gamble. Gamble between the tackles, little jump cut. He's going to fall forward. Going to have a small pickup. Yeah, I know. So now, a 1-yard gain on that one's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Redbugs as they're trying to continue to milk the clock out here with this 2-possession lead.
Be right back.
So now we're not, no, not at all. I formation. I formation. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Cadillac looks like he's got back on it. He does. And now 4th and 9 after that. Looks like Fordyce going to run the punter out there. It's number 14, Chase Humphrey, junior for the Redbugs.
All right, I'm back.
There's a low snap. He gets it off. That ball really close to a couple players down there, but they'll kneel it out, or they'll down it out, I should say, around the 25-yard line. 23, I'm sorry. 23-yard line. And that's going to be 1st and 10 for Booneville, 8:47 to go. Booneville is good. I mean, I don't want to say that, but I feel like they got to score on this drive.
Yeah,
if they got any chance. You know, their offense doesn't move up and down quickly most times unless they bust a big one. They're going to have to run it most of the time, and they got to go quick. They need to score here within the 5-minute mark.
Oh, yes.
Feel good. Nieder looking at his wristband. He's going to come under center. Same formation we basically had most of the night. And there's a broke free run. That's that backup, the junior, number 42, and that's exactly what Booneville needed. He's still up. He's finally brought down inside the 30. Brody Chambers with a huge run. They're going to mark him down at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats, and clock stops for the moment. Move the sticks.
That's what they needed. They needed the field flipped bad. First time they've been this deep in
and that was the dive play I was talking about a moment ago, that they had to have that dive play, you know, and Fordyce has been shutting it down. Quarterback under center. That's Nieder. He's the fullback. He's going to keep running a little bit there. That's Chambers. Got a few yards as he kind of twists and falls forward. Got about 4. Second about 6, maybe 7. Nose of the football right up on the 25-yard line. And this time, Fordyce did what they've been doing most of the game, shutting that off. Because that was Warren. Warren was so good in the first couple drives. They've really dialed in on him since he's been back. So 3rd down coming up. There's a toss over the right side. Oh, huge stick.
Wow.
And that was on number 3, Daniel. What a hit. I mean, there has been a couple pops in this game that have just been unbelievable. Did y'all see the defender on that one? I couldn't find him in time.
I didn't catch it.
So they're going for it on 4th and 5. 12 on the play clock. They're going to hand it to the first man. Oh, they're going to pitch it.
Wow.
Can he make the cut? Nope. They're getting ridden down. That's going to be a huge stop on the play. And that's going to be a turnover and down for Fordyce with. Good job, buddy. God, I'm glad you're excited. We're not against you, bud. I promise you. 8:55 watching on YouTube.
Got number 1 for Fordyce. He's hobbling up. I think he's sprained a little bit.
Micah Gamble. Yep. That's a big, important one for him right there. Actually, I think it's 4.
Oh, he's being tough out there. He's come out. No, he's saying no. He ain't want to come out. He's ready.
No, it's Harris and Gamble too. They're both kind of banged up. Gamble looks a little worse though. So 1st and 10 for Fordyce, 6:33 to go. They're in a great position here to milk this game out. High formation. They're going to hand it to the fullback. He goes over the right side. That's Harris, and he slides. He's trying to cut back. There is a flag.
Not sure what that's going to be.
Harris was the one of the gentlemen that was kind of banged up a moment ago, and he's not getting up yet. He tried to cut back and got hit right on that cut. You know, that's always a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, he took a wallop there. He was already losing his footing, and he took a hard hit.
He's getting up on his own now.
See what this flag's about.
It's in the area of holding, and that's what they're going to call on Fordyce. So that's a 10-yard penalty from the spot. Looks like they're going to say it was right at the line, so 1st and 20 now.
Adrian Davis saying, we said that Booneville was doing what they wanted in the first quarter. Well, they did. For 7 minutes and 2 seconds, they did exactly what they wanted. They ain't been able to do it since.
Little counter carry by Gamble. He gets his arm grabbed. Other than that, he would have broke a big one, but it's just enough to slow him down for the rest of the Booneville squad to get there to pull him down. So that's going to bring up 2nd and about, see the spot here. We got a timeout by Fordyce. Looks like he got around the 16. So that's going to bring up 2nd about 16. I think it looks like you got 4.
Yeah, I think you're right. 2nd, 17.
Okay.
Just don't have an angle all the way over there. 281 watching on Facebook. 856 on YouTube, and only 79 likes on YouTube. What's up with that, guys? We need them likes. Got over 168 on Facebook. That's good numbers there. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Get the rest of this game out there. We need more people watching it. We don't need more eyeballs here. These kids deserve it. Mansfield 40, Salem 22. Elkins 27-7 over Stuttgart.
Looks like Salem's moving on, and so is Mansfield. I'm sorry, Mansfield's moving on, and so is, what was the other one you read?
Oh, drawing a blank. Sorry. Mansfield, Elkins. There we go.
Elkins, yeah.
Dardanelle, Warren's tied up.
Oh, Gamble slipping and got popped at the end. That's going to be a loss, and now a timeout by Booneville as they're trying to preserve a little clock.
Just can't get no footing out there.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty tough. You know, the last game of the year on the field, you know, it's had a long year. Still playing football in this is December. It's always a good year. So,
yeah,
no matter what, looks like they're going to move on here unless Booneville can really catch fire quickly. But next week, they'll be in the rock. So let's take a quick break. You got a short one we can go to, and we'll be back right after this.
At Van Horn Welding, every project starts with hard work and pride in what we build. Our licensed team combines experience and teamwork to bring strong ideas to life. From big jobs to small details, we put care into every weld, every cut, every connection. Because we're more than a company. We're a family right here in Arkansas, serving our neighbors with skill, honesty, and commitment. Van Horn Welding, building strength, building community.
We are back here at Paul Bear Bryant Field. 6:04 to go, 18-7. Fordyce with a big 3rd and 17 coming up. Booneville trying to get them off the field and give themselves a chance in this one. If Fordyce converts here, it's really going to be a backbreaker. They're going to hand it off to the running back. He's got a little room, but he'll be brought down well shy of the first down, and that's going to put Fordyce in a punt-top situation for sure. That was Gamble on the carry. Gamble going, you know, him and Harris a little banged up. They're giving everything they got out there. They're going to send the punter in, number 14, Chase Humphrey. Going to let that clock roll as much as they can. I don't expect them to snap this till it's at least under 5 on the play clock.
I think that was the right call there, run it being conservative.
Right. You don't want to roll out, throw it, and get some kind of weird strip sack
clock,
or
keep
something.
The clock running.
Or an interception. Gamble, one of the up men in the backfield. Pretty good snap. Not much on it. And it's just going to kind of hit the ground and maybe go 2 more yards and go down at the 39. Booneville's going to have good starting position here, but Tom is running on him.
Stuttgart here, you're looking for a turnover. Or not Stuttgart, oh my gosh, Fordyce. Sorry, I was reading the score again.
It's because you don't like Fordyce, bud.
Oh yeah, I don't like Fordyce. I just came down here as early as I possibly could to go to their tailgate and talk to as many folks as I could, and they even recorded a short video with Mr. Ellison. Yeah, I don't like Fordyce at all.
It's not like we didn't interview them after their win last week and come back for more.
We don't know ball. You do realize we do this for a living, man, right? Like every day, this is what we do.
So they're going to hand it off on a dive, and there's another big run, and he has a chance. Wow. If Xavier Jones can't catch him, he'll be in. He can't. Touchdown, the junior Brody Chambers, putting his team on his back the last couple drives, and great blocking by the line. And this is still a ball game, 18-13. And if you're Booneville, you just go for 1 here. Well, if you go for 2, you're within a field goal, so they may go for 2. You know, their kicker on extra points looks like he's got a decent leg that he could hit something from around 30 or more. And the thing here is if you don't get it, you're still within a touchdown strike of taking the lead. So this is definitely a go for it. They're going to rush to the line. They got a shotgun formation. They're running jet sweep out of it. And quarterback was moving. I don't think they snapped it in time. And they just went too quick on that one. Just got a little too fancy. And now you're still going to go for it more than likely, even though you're backed up. 5-yard penalty. Gonna move it from the 3 to the 8. So.
Got almost 5,000 views so far on the YouTube stream.
We're holding steady about 890 on YouTube. Live device is 891 right now. Thank y'all. Hit the like button, share.
That just jumped
like,
to 965.
If you like what you're seeing and hearing, wow, a lot of contact. Clean, no flags. Booneville fans not happy with that one. But it falls harmlessly to the turf after the incompletion. So 18-13 with 5:06 to go. Now, will Booneville kick it off, try to play defense, or will they try to onside here? And we just jumped to 965. Did you say that already?
Yeah, just jumped to as soon as you said that.
I know, I saw it. Yeah. After I looked down after that play. Wow. Unreal. We've had over 1,000, around 1,200, maybe more on the Warren Dardanelle game. So
34-14.
That's
Elkins
just YouTube
over
alone.
Yeah.
Not even counting our Facebook streams. Oh, so cold down here. Feet. Everything else, not bad. We'll pull our locals up again here in a minute once we get our next timeout. Talk about them. Proud supporters of the Fordyce Redbugs. So, let's see. Doesn't look like a true onside here, but we'll see how he kicks it. He will, short, and they got a flag. They're going to say they were offsides, past the ball. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Either way, Fordyce is going to end up pretty good field position on this.
Yeah, unless Booneville happens to get it. Now you got to really think about, should we just kick it off? There's 5 minutes left. Trust your defense to get a stop. If they can kick it decently deep, they don't have no one back right now. If you can kick that ball over your head and let it roll a while, you'll have time to get your defenders down there. You'd think maybe you could get them down. Keep Fordyce from getting this thing in great field position. But they're going to go for the onside. It
didn't go.
Oh, they let it go eventually, and Booneville's on it. Booneville has the ball.
It didn't go 10 yards.
It's real close to the 10-yard line right now.
It didn't go 10
Fordyce
yards.
saying they have it.
Yeah.
They're on the 10-yard line, but I don't know where the ball is exactly.
They can't touch it till it goes 10 yards.
Yeah, they can't touch it at all, and they touched it before it went 10 yards.
I couldn't tell from this angle that.
Yeah, that was Fordyce ball all the way.
They started to touch it, and then I seen it still rolling for a second there. So.
They're saying Fordyce ball.
Fordyce ball, buddy. So Fordyce has it. Fordyce has it, and that was a close one. That was a huge call, and from where they're spotting the ball, it never did get 10. It was like 9.5.
Answer Mark Bulliner on the YouTube there. We ain't never doubted nobody a bit. We are unbiased. We've
been high on Fordyce all year. We did them the first game of the year, folks, at Monticello.
I've been high on Cadillac since I met them this summer.
They went off that night. When we said that night, them and Salem were probably the top 2 teams. Mansfield's proven that they're one of them.
Yep.
Fordyce trying to be the second one, right where we said at the beginning of the year. I personally interviewed Cadillac Williams, Stroud, Micah Gamble back in July at Camden Fairview High School.
That was a fun
part
week.
Of our hometown sports. Yeah, you were there, Justin.
It was a crazy week. Gosh, we were so busy. Over 100 interviews in 4 days.
Talked to Coach Rogers. Talked to him. He said he likes to run the football, get under center. These guys wanting to spread it out, so they were doing a little bit of both because they have the talent and the athletes to do it. And I asked every player in the interview what they prefer, and all of them said they like to spread it out.
Yeah.
We saw in that first game that there was a little bit of an identity thing going on against Monticello. It was 14-0 Monticello early, and they were spreading it out. And then Coach Rogers said, let's get under center. And they did, and they dominated the rest of the game. Now, they did come out of it a couple times and spread it out again. They can do both, and we've seen it in this game. First possession, they came out. First couple possessions, they came out in the spread. And you got a guy like Cadillac that can sling the rock. You can do a lot of different things. There's speed everywhere. And they did kind of run more of a wing T style. Now they're more in this power I when they're not in the spread. So 5 minutes now after that kickoff. Fordyce trying to get some first downs here to keep his clock running. Cadillac back to throw. It's a fade route. It's one-on-one coverage, and it's going to be inside. No flags down that I see so far.
No, there wasn't any.
A little bit of hand fighting for sure, but no call. So 2nd and 10 and
third and
11, and that didn't stop any clock. They didn't start any clock, that's what I meant to say.
7 seconds ran off.
Right, but it's stopped now.
Yeah.
For the incompletion. So 3rd and 11. You got Harris as a fullback. Gambles the tailback. He's got it. He tries to jump over the line. He's not going to get much. Got about a yard. And they're going to run the clock now. Let's see if Booneville lets take a timeout here. How many has Booneville got left?
Well, they both have 2.
Okay. Booneville not using it yet. We're going to send a punt returner back. That's number 3. He's had a pretty good game tonight. Hayden Daniel. And the last snap to Fordyce, to the punter there, Humphrey, was a little bit high, but he did a good job handling it. See if he can get one clean here. Definitely don't want any kind of fumble here on special teams. It was a great snap.
Good punt.
Good punt. He's going to have to field it. And
great tackle.
Stroud was all over him as soon as he got it. And there was another Redbug down there as well. That was Caden Quimby.
Great punt coverage by the Redbugs there. And they got to get another stop right here.
3:59 to go. 5-point game. Booneville has an opportunity. This is what you play the game for, both teams right now. Fordyce got to get a stop.
Over 1,000 live devices right now.
Got to go down the field and score. Comes down to one drive right now.
1,000 live devices, only 110 likes, folks. Get them likes up there. That helps us out more than you know.
Rhett Needert under center. They're going to give it to the first man through. That's that play that's been working so well to Chambers, and he keeps twisting his way upfield for a nice pickup on first down. He's going to get 5, almost 6. We'll give him 6, make it 2nd and 4.
Great run on first down.
But he's busted a couple of those for some, 30, 40 yarders the last 2 possessions. They did a better job at least not letting that happen. 3:32 to go. Needert going to give it to the end around man who came in motion. I believe that is number 3, Hayden Daniel.
Got a yard there.
It is. Yeah, not much. So already in a spot for Booneville fans to kind of hold their breath. 3rd and about 3. Long 3, short. Long 3, short 4. And gives it a first man through, and he's not going to get it. That's going to bring up 4th down as Fordyce, a big-time play. And the crowd is back in it. They're all ringing their cowbells. They got one more play. If they can get a stop here, they won't have to get but maybe 1 first down. Booneville trying to get them to jump a little bit. Now they come out from under center. Needert's calling a play in. Got 2 wingbacks, 1 wide receiver. They're going to hand it to the fullback. He's got a first down. That's Chambers. He's rumbling. He's bumbling. He breaks the tackle. He's still going. They're dragging him. They're still dragging him. He's all the way to the 47-yard line. What a run from the junior Brody Chambers. He's had an unreal second half.
Yeah, he has. My soul.
2:13 to go. They'll reset the sticks. The clock never stopped to set the.
Yeah, it did.
Well, it was rolling when I was looking at it. And they're going to hand it on the end around. Nothing there this time. Great stop from Fordyce. And that was number 54 on the tackle.
Going to lose the yard there.
Kyle Randall. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11, and the clock's down to 1:45. Time is a major issue for Booneville at this point. They're going to hand it to Chambers. No, it's a pitch, and he can't put his foot in the ground. He's blowed up. Another loss. That was a tandem of Stroud and 22. Tristan Winston, a sophomore. 3rd and about 14. Tough spot here for the Booneville offense to be in. Fordyce, they try to throw it. Fordyce could pin the ears back a little bit.
Surprised not take the timeout.
He's back. He's looking. He's got one man. It's going to be too far and broken up by Stroud. And now it's down to one play for Booneville. To continue on their season, they got to get a first down with 1:03 to go on 4th and 14.
Booneville needs to take a timeout right now.
Well, they need to get the right play in, but the clock is stopped. 23 on the play clock.
Got score updates for you. 41-21 Elkins over Stuttgart. 9 minutes left in the 4th. 48-22 Mansfield over Salem.
Wow, Mansfield. Who'd have thought it would be that kind of score? I thought they might could win it, but I definitely didn't think it'd be nothing like that. Niedert's got to get rid of it. He will. It's a little wheel route.
Nothing.
No flags. Booneville wants a flag. They won't get it, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
That was great defense by the corner from Fordyce here, number 22. He just stayed in front of the man the whole time.
And now a flag after the play. This is going to be a personal foul on Booneville because they were really talking to the refs, trying to get a flag, trying to plead their case, but not going to get it. So that's going to be 15 yards added on here.
See what this call is.
57 seconds left. Booneville still has 2 timeouts. So they'll have to get 1 first down not to be able to nil it out, but that's all that Fordyce needs. Here's the call. Dead ball. Sportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards, and he's ejected. As well. So after that 15 yards is tacked on, that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for Fordyce. Similar score last year. I'd have to pull it up, but I think it was 31-26, something like that. And Booneville lost to Fordyce. It was a week before this. It was the quarterfinals. No, I'm sorry. That was the 2nd round. Oh, they dive in. Kind of like gets hit a little bit. Don't want to see that. If they'll kneel it, they'll take. Booneville not taking a timeout. You sure they got 2 left?
I thought they did.
Because they've been acting like they haven't had one the way they've done things as of late. So if that's the case, then just one more kneel out here. If they don't, then they're elected not to take it.
No, they used one on a 2-point conversion earlier.
And now Booneville try to come in, time it, and they're going to get a 5-yard penalty, offsides. Fordyce needs to be smart right here because you don't want to get any kind of unsportsmanlike penalty where you get ejected or something like that and you can't play the first half in the state championship game.
Yeah.
So I seen, I think, I have to go back and look. It might have been Gamble who ran in and grabbed his player and jerked him back. Yeah, it was Gamble. Really smart job by him.
I'm looking.
And there's the nil by Cadillac.
That's all she wrote.
And that is it. The Fordyce Redbugs are going to hold off Booneville's late attack, and we got a little bit of extracurricular afterwards, but it looks like everybody's out of there now. But Fordyce going to move on to Little Rock, play for the state championship, 18-13. What a game, what a win. You see the Fordyce Redbugs cheering, you see their fans elated, and the Fordyce ready to go into the handshake line here with Booneville. And actually, coach is telling them no handshake. They're just sending them into the locker room. Some of them are still shaking hands. Some have taken off. They're dogpiling with the students down there a little bit. Not really a dogpile, just a big celebration in the end zone.
Oh, coach is telling them what? Oh, they just went over there to celebrate before they got in the handshake line. They need to hurry up, get back over here.
Saying he's a legend of Fordyce. He's been watching since they were in Pee Wee all the way up. You got 1.2K devices. You've just seen Fordyce punch their ticket to Little Rock, 18-13.
Let's take a quick break.
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll see if we can get Coach Rogers and some players up here like we did last week right after this.
When it comes to supporting the Fordyce Redbugs, no one does it like Chase McCollum of Shelter Insurance. A former educator in the Fordyce School District, Chase has always believed in investing in our kids on and off the field. Whether it's cheering under the Friday night lights or helping you find the right coverage, Chase is proud to stand with the Redbugs every step of the way. Chase McCollum, Shelter Insurance, proud longtime supporter of the Fordyce Redbugs. At Van Horn Welding, every project starts with hard work and pride in what we build. Our licensed team combines experience and teamwork to bring strong ideas to life. From big jobs to small details, we put care into every weld, every cut, every connection. Because we're more than a company. We're a family right here in Arkansas, serving our neighbors with skill, honesty, and commitment. Van Horn Welding, building strength, building community.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
Since inception, Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desert, d3autosales.com.
You belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind. Offering over 115 undergraduate degree options, both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
So if y'all can bear with us for just a few more minutes, we're trying to get Coach and some of the players up here for Fordyce to do an interview with. Be happy if you stick around. I'm going to put it on our bumper for a few minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take Duran's down on the field right now, so I'm going to put it to our bumper. Don't mind, stick around, watch these interviews. We'll be back in just a few minutes with more right here on the Arkansas Sports Network High School.
folks, don't go anywhere. We've got a few players coming up here to talk to us in just a second after they get done celebrating. Going to be Cadillac Williams. He told me he could bring me Kyle Randall, another senior, or he is a senior. Cadillac's a sophomore. I think we're going to get Jamartez Stroud, the junior, as well up here. Maybe Gamble, maybe a few others, but definitely those three we talked about. Like I said, they're celebrating right now, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
I got to say this. I got to meet the future of Fordyce football and young Fleetwood Ellison.
Yeah.
His dad said you're the first outsider to get to meet him. And look, he's already almost as big as his brother, it seems like. He's barely 10 years old, and he's going to be a hoss.
Right. You said he was up about your chest already, and you're 6'4".
Yeah, he's right up my chest already. So, it's a good night here in Fordyce.
Yep, big win. Man, I went down there to talk to the guys to get them up here for us, and the band was just going crazy, talking about we're going to the Rock, and just a jovial time for everybody here. Talked to our man, kept talking to us during the broadcast a little bit without a headset on, so we straightened that out a little bit. But good times. He's coached a lot of those kids in Pee Wee ball and stuff growing up. Just a really excited fan. But anyways, we're going to get some guys on here, so don't go anywhere. We'll get them up here in just a little bit. You know, they're all grandmas and everybody else trying to get pictures with them, and it's just an exciting time. But don't go anywhere. We'll have that before we wrap it up. So we'll take another break, and we'll be back. we're back. Like as I promised, we've got some of these Fordyce Redbugs out here excited right now, moving on to state. It's Cadillac Elson right here, number 13. What a game. A couple throws of Stroud were beautiful, man. How you feel right now, dude?
I feel absolutely amazing. Before the game, I told the seniors, I remember what happened last year when I had got hurt.
Right.
So, like, it was devastating seeing the group of seniors that went out. They were my family members, and I loved them a lot. And I seen that they had failed due to me being injured.
Right.
So I told the seniors before the game, I told them I would not let them down, and I would go out and lead them. Even when it did look bad, the seniors came up to me, told me, remember what I said, and we just went out there, played ball to the end of the half, end of the game.
Yes, sir.
And we come out with the W.
Just a sophomore. How many games? I know you were out for Booneville and you were out for Bismarck last year, so I think this is, what, your 21st maybe to start, and won all of them but one, I believe.
Sir.
Just an unbelievable. And really, this year when y'all lost, you were hurt that game,
yes,
right?
Sir,
you didn't play that game,
yeah,
so you ain't lost, have you?
No, sir.
This dude's undefeated as a starter in high school.
That's one thing Coach Rogers told me. He told me if I notice something, don't I notice when I don't play, we lose.
Right. He kind of wants you out there if he can get you, for sure. Man, just an unbelievable game, an unbelievable victory. Booneville started out hot. You know, that first drive, they took 7 minutes and 2 seconds off the clock and scored.
Sure.
And but y'all were able to answer. You know, right off the bat, you got in 2 3rd and 9s, and y'all completed it on 3rd and 9. I think you hit Stroud on one of them. I can't remember the other one.
Hit, Zay Jones.
Yeah, Jones on the other, number 8. Just that was big right there. That just kind of got you on the flow, it felt like. And then y'all's defense. I mean,
I tell them every day I would hate to be on the other side of that defense.
That's right. The defense, after that first drive, obviously they got the touchdown late. They got a couple dive plays where they busted a couple big ones on you late. But other than that, y'all made some adjustments, and nothing was working for Booneville.
Yes,
and that was just super impressive. Just tell me what it feels like to play with so many talented playmakers around you.
Oh, my goodness. When you ain't got to make all the plays and you got all these big-time players around you,
right.
I mean, it just takes a lot of stress off of you. So, yeah, that's about it.
You know, I said it back in the spring or the summer when we were interviewing y'all down at Camden that, you know, as good as y'all are, y'all got some really good seniors that you're going to lose, but you're almost ahead of schedule a year.
Yes,
I mean, y'all got so much coming back, you and some really good juniors as well that'll be seniors next year. But y'all got it all the way to the Rock now. You're going to be taking on Mansfield. Mansfield took down Salem pretty big, actually. It was close for a little bit, but I think 40-something to 21, 48-21. So it was a good game. So y'all going to have a good one with Mansfield in the Rock. Noon next Saturday. I mean, what do y'all got to do this week to prepare for them?
Well, first off, we got to get rested, get well from this game. Watch a
Soupy
lot of
down
film.
there,
We got to
wasn't
watch a lot of film. This is the last game. We got to take it in, everything, hit it
Right.
hard. And then that Friday, just leave it out all on the field like we did tonight.
That was a huge victory, Cadillac. That Booneville team's been playing lights out for the last 5 weeks, and y'all shut them down tonight. Congratulations, man. Thank you for coming up here. Good luck next week in the Rock. We'll get your teammates in here real quick. All right, guys, come on up here. You want to go together here? I got 2. Let's pass that one to him. All right, we got Jamartez Stroud, and we've got number 54. I want him to bring you up. Kyle Randall, he had so many plays out there on defense, made big plays. Every time there's a big pop or a big loss of yardage, you were one of the guys getting up off the pile. Talk to me about what y'all had to do to stop that Booneville running attack.
Well, we knew it was coming. Last year we had trouble stopping them last year.
Right.
Yeah, just practice. We've been on it. We knew it was gonna be some big boys to stop them. We played every snap as the last one. Coaches all week telling us what we had to do, and we did it. We stopped them. I know what I had to do as a leader, as a senior. My last year,
yes, sir.
Here playing.
Right.
I knew what I had to do. Stop.
Got to get a win on this. Last time you ever played on this field right here, that's got to feel amazing, don't it?
Yes, sir.
Stroud had a great game. You know, on that first possession after Booneville went down and scored, y'all got in 2 3rd and 9s. I know he hit you on one of them, hit you on another pass on that drive as well.
Yes,
And then, of course, that big, long touchdown pass where you just got a little separation at the end, and then once you had it, it was over. You had to step, and you just continued to increase it all the way into the end zone. Talk to me what it's like playing with Cadillac and a little bit about how you feel right now.
We've been playing together since since we was about 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? We always had the connection, you know what I'm saying?
He's always bigger than you, right?
Yes, sir. He was always bigger.
Even when he's younger.
You know? And we always had that bond and connection. You know,
yes, sir.
We just executed, and everybody don't know the connection we got, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff we do. We don't even say anything about it. We just do it off of connection.
Right.
And, I love playing with my cousin. And how I'm feeling right now, I feel great. I ain't gonna lie, it's cold though.
Yeah, you're a junior on this team, and you know, I talked to Cadillac about that a little bit. You know, I feel like I said this back in summer that if y'all made it and won it this year, that it's almost a year ahead of schedule. But I know these seniors, it's a great group. You know, you're going to lose some guys, but y'all are still pretty young. You're still getting a bunch back. But this team's got the right ingredients to win it 2 or 3 years in a row. And that's something we talked about as well this summer. You know, playing for Coach Rogers, let's talk about him a little bit. You know, last week we were down here for the Mayflower game. You know, they came into that game, top-rated defense, 4.4 points per game, and y'all scored more than anybody scored on them all year by far. First drive, that second play, well, it was a little wheel route to Harris, and then the third play, they handed it off to the fullback, and he took it to the house. And something that Coach Rogers, I know, saw, or the defensive or the offensive coaches saw, and schemed that, where that linebacker kind of came out of there. We kind of went back and looked at that play. That middle linebacker, he's always kind of he's trying to cheat on the little tosses and the sweeps, and he just cleared out. And tell me what it's like playing for a guy like Coach Rogers. Got so much experience and put you on the right position to win, time in and time out.
Well, I've been on to be playing for Coach Rogers for a year now. You know, when I first got here, he was little. You know, he was old, so you know he got on your nerves a little bit.
Right.
But as I you know, stayed and processed how he goes and how he is, I realized just to shut up, because he's right. He's been doing this for years and years and years. So I know he knows what's happening and what to do.
Yeah, what do you think?
I've been playing with him since 7th grade, and he hasn't changed at all.
Right.
And he always put us in positions to win. And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, when it don't go our way the first time, he know what he doing. He know what he doing. Just trust the process. He know what he doing. He been doing it forever. He got, ain't no telling how many championships he got. I don't know. But he got enough, so he know what he doing.
Yeah, he definitely does. And he took down a really good coach, and Doc Curley over there from Booneville as well tonight. Y'all should feel nothing but just an unbelievable feeling right now. I know that you've had all kinds of people out there taking pictures and shaking hands and giving hugs, and just a great time here at Fordyce. And like you said, your last time on this field, so, I mean, couldn't end any better, right? There's no other way you'd want it to end but a win and a chance to move on to the state championship. Guys, we've just had so much fun coming out here and covering y'all. This is our third game to do with Fordyce this year. We're big Fordyce supporters. We got into it with some of your fans. They're having a good old time. It's nothing. It was all fun and games. But, yeah, man, it's been a lot of fun to watch y'all. But the defense today was really – I know the offense had some big plays and did some big things and able to score 18 points against a good Booneville defense. But the defense was really what y'all kind of, you know, laid your kind of got you through it, is what I'm trying to say. Yes, and y'all got to be proud, and you were a big part of that. You made some plays on defense as well. And just a great night here in Fordyce. Thank y'all for coming up and interviewing with us. Good luck next week. We'll be taking on Mansfield as they took down Salem tonight.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Thank y'all.
All right.
Good luck, guys. Well, that's it here from Fordyce. An 18-13 win over the Booneville Bearcats. We're going to talk about our local sponsors one more time, as Justin will pop those up on the screen for you. All right. That is the Fordyce Bank and Trust, Bank Simply, Watson Pharmacy, Chase McCullum at Shelter Insurance, 870-352-2151, and ERS Equipment, 870-352-7327. And for ERS Equipment, they want to say that you can visit them for equipment sales, rentals, parts, and service, everything from construction and forestry equipment, Milwaukee Tools, Oregon Products, hydraulic hoses, and more. They are your dealer for XCMG construction equipment, LTEC forestry equipment, Axis forestry processors, FAE mulchers, and other industry-leading brands. ERS Equipment, if you need a machine, they've got you covered. excavators, wheels, loaders, skid steers, lift equipment, mulchers, harvesters, loaders, and a wide selection of attachments. So I want to thank all those proud sponsors of these Fordyce Redbugs. It's been a fun night. We got about a 2.5-hour drive, roughly, depending on how long it takes us to pack up here. But it's been a great football season. You know, if you're still watching right now, hit that like button. If you haven't done that yet, subscribe to us. We're doing a lot of content here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We do a lot of Razorback content as well. We throw that out there. We've got live shows during the week from our studios, and we got a big basketball season coming up and a big off season coming up. We're going to be doing some new things this year we're really excited about. Would love to have y'all subscribe so you can see all that action. And I know the next big thing we got coming up is the ASN Classic. That's a huge day of basketball. January 3rd, I believe, and that's going to be at Clinton High School. We've got several really good boys and girls teams going to be playing that around the state. Do you have something else to add, Justin? Okay. Well, that's it. As the train comes through one more time here at Fordyce. Redbugs moving on, going to take on Mansfield in the state title at 12 o'clock next Saturday on PBS. You can watch that on your public broadcast system at noon on Saturday. Thank y'all. We'll see you next time.